What's going on, all you movie collectors out there? That Phat Samurai guy is here with Lady Fat Blood, and welcome to another episode of Phat Pickups. Oh man, we got Vanderlei Silva style. Is that what we're doing over here?
Loosening up, man.
Yeah, loosen it up, loosey-goosey.
Gotta get ready for this shit.
Welcome to another Pickups video. We're gonna go over our movies. We're gonna discuss film and cinema. I know the same thing. I don't care. I like how it rolls off the tongue. So, order a pizza. Stop the video now. Order a pizza, or grab some drank-a-drank. Get your alkies. If you're underage, get your soda.
If you're underage, don't watch. Don't watch this. This is not for you.
Yes. And for all you adults out there that are drinking, it's tradition.
Nothing fancy this time.
Nothing fancy.
This is straight just alcohol and mixer stuff.
Yes, vodka in there.
Vodka and
vodka.
whatever.
Got the old Jack and Coke.
Wacky straw edition.
Jack and Coke. You think I'm bullshitting? Think I'm bullshitting right here? All right, got the old Jack and Cokes. How we doing?
You might see a crazy kitten fly by. I don't know. I'm kitten sitting this weekend, so.
Yeah, she's kitten sitting, and we don't know what's going to happen. This could be a horrible idea. It could be chaos. All of a sudden, I could be talking about a movie, and then we don't know. You might hear a lot of meowing. We don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But it's fun. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
Also, let us know in the comments below what you guys are drinking, and give us some recommendations for the next video. But let's go ahead and do this. Show our most recent collection from the past, maybe since last year or beginning of the year.
No. Our last pickups video we did was in January.
All right, let's do this. You first,
Fuck, God damn.
as is tradition.
Sure. All right. All right. So this was kind of one part fortuitous, one part. Why the hell not?
Right.
It's the 3 movie collection of the Avengers. It's what is this, from Britain? Is this the UK?
It's a UK release, yeah.
Okay, it's the 4K. So it's the first Avengers, which is called Avengers Assemble, apparently in the UK. Avengers Age of Ultron and Avengers Infinity War. Now, you've probably seen it in the pickups prior, for who knows how long ago. We already have Avengers Infinity War, which is my favorite Avengers film, in steelbook format.
Boom.
On 4K.
Bam.
But guess what? Guess what happened? Our 4K is glitchy.
What the fuck?
Guess what? One of the pivotal moments of our Avengers 4K, where, spoiler alert, Thanos is throwing Gamora off the cliffs to get the Soul Stone. Glitch, 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 glitch. Skip, 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 skip. So you can't enjoy the fucking movie. So it's kind of good, you know, you get, in this box set now we get to have Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron, not my favorite Avengers film.
Yeah.
In 4K.
Yeah.
And now we needed to rebuy Infinity War on 4K anyway.
And this was a deal too. It was cheap.
It's a nice little box set.
Yeah.
So.
Boom. Bam. Thank you, mate. Okay. All right. Yes, I do watch comedies. Okay. Sexy Sumo, give me tough time all the time, damn it. But I watched this little slice of 80s goodness, throwback type of film. But I got Hot Tub Time Machine, that's right, with John Cusack, 80s guy himself, Jeff Chase, and the rest. But yeah, goofy, ridiculous, and funny. I thought it was a good time. I have not seen the sequel. Let me know in the comments below if I should bother watching the sequel.
Oh my god, there was a sequel?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a sequel. Do you remember this?
I remember starting to watch it ages ago. I never finished it, so I don't know.
Okay.
It's
fun. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh,
I
okay.
enjoyed it.
I didn't know there was a sequel. Holy shit. Wow. That's embarrassing.
Got this for real cheap.
Am I spoiling this?
Oh, wait, hold shit. Skull. Cheers.
And we're breaking tradition.
I know.
We have no bottles in this one because
nope.
we just screw it. We're just going straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up hard liquor in this one.
No me fucking up the beer.
No screwing it up. But
cheers, dear.
we're gonna get wasted and
Skull.
plastered in this one more so than usual. So you might have more fun.
Yeah.
So we just did a recent discussion on this.
Yes.
With Mr. Levy Golden.
Yes. Shout out to Lee, Film Combat Syndicate son.
I've gone on record by saying if Jesse V. Johnson wants to complete his filmography, go out the rest of his life doing movies with these two, Scott Adkins and Louis Mandylor.
Yes.
I will support it and I will buy every single movie that he makes with these two. The Debt Collector.
Good shit.
I enjoy the hell out of this, and I enjoyed the sequel too.
Yes, if you want to hear our thoughts on the sequel, check out our Verbal Nectar podcast where we talk to Mr. Lee B. Golden. And someone got a little shout out.
Don't.
Yes.
Don't.
Yes, Louis Mandylor gave you a little shout out. That's right.
It wasn't a shout. Stop it.
It was a shout out.
Stop it.
Said he had a hug waiting for you because you appreciated the movie. She's blushing. She's got a blush.
Leave me alone.
All right, here we go. All right, we got Stone Cold Steve Austin double feature, son. That's right. Bust you over the head with a bag of nickels. That's right. So we got Tactical Force, son. My voice is not gonna lie. We got Tactical Force. What, am I already drunk? We got and Recoil, son. That's right. Now, the reason why I bought both of these, got these for real cheap, is that one of these, I don't know which one, but one of them is supposed to be actually pretty legit, badass, smaller scale budget action film. Like, it's actually legit. So I don't know which one it is. I'll find out which one's shit and which one's good. But yeah, it was cheaper to get the double pack than to get one of, the good one in here for a single. So shout out to my main man, Lynn Kobasinski. That's right. He has finally made his dream movie, or he always, sci-fi films, horror films that he has made, the smaller budgeted movies. He's an independent filmmaker, and he always mixes in martial arts here and there in his movies already. Grindhouse style, all that, swamp zombies, all that stuff. But now he actually got a chance to make a film that just focuses on straight martial arts. It's a throwback movie. I have not watched it yet. I heard it is the Citizen Kane of low-budget B films, and I'm already excited to check it out. But we have Challenge of 5 Gauntlets. That's right. Also starring Leo Fong. So I can't wait to watch this. Support independent filmmakers. That's right.
Oh, Taika Waititi. I have not seen a bad movie from thee yet. And can I just say that I am so happy that What We Do in the Shadows has been renewed for a 3rd season. Thank you very much. I don't really do TV shows all that much, but when I do, I'm loyal, and goddamn it, I love that show. But Jojo Rabbit was adorable, and I loved it.
Yes.
And we had to buy it because we loved it, and we loved it.
Yeah.
We had to buy it.
Yeah.
And what else can I say?
Great movie.
We had to buy it.
We had to buy it. We also watched recently of his, what was the name of the film?
Oh, what was it? Hunt for the Wilder People?
Yes.
Is that what it's called? I hope I got that right.
Wilder or the Wilder People?
One of the two. With Sam Neill and
we really enjoyed that too.
The kid from Deadpool too.
Yes.
I don't know his name. I'm sorry.
Who was better utilized in that film than Deadpool 2.
Yes, that was an aggressively adorable film also, which we'll have to eventually get that on Blu-ray too.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to do 2 Bs, you're going to do 1 Bs. Here we go.
Yes.
One of my favorite martial art actors, Vincent Zhao, very underrated in my opinion, especially his portrayal of the classic character Wong Fei Hong. Obviously, we all know that's Jet Li's role. We know that he has patented, that is his role.
He patented it,
yeah.
Packaged it, and then what did Hong Kong want to do? They sell it. They're going to sell it. Well...
Bravo! Are you drunk already? No. What movie is that comment from?
Everybody knows what that movie is from.
I want to know. Put in the comments below. Okay, here we go. So, he has come back recently and made several films, again playing Wong Fei Hong. And I haven't watched the previous 2. This is the 3rd one. But we have Warriors of the Nation. That's right, Vincent Zhao coming back, being a badass. Hopefully, I enjoy the film. So I have to check that out. And I got this for really cheap. I've heard mixed things about it. Let me know what you guys think about the film. But we have Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg in Two Guns. I heard this is from some people, it's a lot of fun. It's a fun little action buddy cop type movie, even though they're not cops. And then I heard from some people that the third act is atrocious and it ruins the movie and it turns it into a piece of shit. Any potential it had died.
Oh no.
With the third act, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Bill Paxton's in it.
Oh,
we have Bill Paxton bonus. But what's weird is I heard that this is actually based off a graphic novel.
Oh really?
Yeah. Huh. So I got this for super cheap, like $3. So I'm willing to give it a shot.
Okay. Oh, so we did a quick little review on this a while back after renting it on a streaming service, and one of our gripes was that we weren't sure if the streaming service made the footage of it look like crap, but then again the movie was filmed in a very grindhouse throwback sort of fashion, so it could have been the film quality.
Grainy filter.
We have not watched it on 4K yet, but VFW was a film that we very, very much enjoyed and very highly recommended, with a really, really nice cast there with Stephen Lang and William Sattler and Fred Williamson. And if you haven't seen it yet and you like the grindhousey kind of simple, basic 80s kind of
fucking badass violence.
There you go.
No cutting off the balls.
Yeah, just kind of.
This is it. We gonna stand and fight.
Stand your ground.
Hell yeah.
Fight back.
Fuck
type
yeah.
of situation. I can't really recommend it enough, especially with the crafty veterans.
Oh yeah.
Taking names and kicking ass and all that good
Stephen
stuff.
Lang.
Yes.
All those guys. William Sadler.
Yes.
Good shit. All right. I have two here.
Oh God, you're scaring me. Scaring me, kid. Oh no, I see it. Oh God damn it! I refuse.
It was cheap.
This is all you, kid. It's all you.
Okay.
All you.
This was cheap. All right. It was really cheap. I saw it in the theater back in the day.
Don't apologize. I own Gods of Egypt. Okay.
Gods of Egypt. I don't know. Gods of Egypt's actually better than this movie. I don't know.
I highly doubt that.
That's debatable.
I highly doubt that.
I saw it in the theater, really low expectations. I was not familiar with the video game universe or the world, and the mythos and all that shit. I just was like, you know what? It was for a fantasy film. I thought it was solid, especially for a video game movie. I thought it was solid. Okay, we have WARCRAFT. Yes, don't kill me too much in the comments for buying this. But I got it for $3.
That's not bad.
Okay.
$3.
All right. So WARCRAFT, that was a solid fantasy flick. I mean, unfortunately, it didn't do well here in America, at least. So no sequel. It would have been nice to get back into this universe and see more of it. But looks like it was one and done. Also, we have one of my favorites, Mako Kaji. That's right. Lady Snowblood. That's right. Blind Woman's Curse, a lot of classics back in the day, and this is supposedly is her early work, like her first time being in the cinema. And this is the delinquent girl gang exploitation type of genre in a way. And we have from Arrow Video, we have Stray Cat Rock. That's right. And this has several movies from this series. We have Delinquent Girl Boss, Wild Jumbo, Sex Hunter, Machine Animal, and
Beat with upside down numbers.
Beat with upside. Okay.
That's strange. Huh.
Beat numbered.
It's strange. It looks
it's
like
weird.
It looks like it should be 21 or
21, 12, something like that.
Strange.
Whatever fuck. But you get all those movies in one collection right here. Arrow Video. You know how they do. Tons of special features. Gotta watch some Stray Cat Rock.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. This was a film that I saw kind of when it came out. It was more like I did not get to see it when it was in the theaters. Obviously, when it came out, I was a teenager when this came out, and so obviously when I was a teenager, I've said this before, didn't really get to see this. I didn't get to see a whole lot of movies when I was a teen in the theaters for various reasons. So I saw this when it came out not too long after on one of our brief stints when we had cable. And the premium channels, when you get, that package deal back in the day, you get free HBO for 3 months, blah, blah, blah. So it was one of those times where we actually had free HBO for whatever amount of time. And I recorded it on a VCR, on a cassette. That's how I actually had it VHS at one point.
That's how we had to do it back then.
That's
man.
how we had to do it back in the day. And I liked the film, but my favorite character in the film was Fairuza Balk because she was fucking insane.
She was fucking great and fucking metal.
And I revisited the film throughout various points in time. And the movie, it's always one of those films, it is a product of its time. That movie being The Craft, the 1996 film The Craft. And I just watched it with you recently. Not the greatest Blu-ray upgrade.
Unfortunately, too. It's definitely an upgrade from DVD.
Yeah, it's definitely a product of its time. Watching it again, it's a movie that I felt like it feels like there's scenes missing. It feels like more was supposed to be put into this, but my understanding is that because it was teenagers doing witchcraft, the MPAA shit their pants because, girls doing witchcraft, that's devil worship. Which no, it's not, but whatever.
Yeah.
You know how it is. Girls can't be doing things that are
Can't be naughty.
MPAA is the MPAA. If you know what American MPAA is, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. When this movie ended, I didn't even know it was rated R.
Yeah.
I thought this was a PG-13 movie.
Really.
I was like, really? What's rated R?
It's a very tame rated R film.
Yeah.
And
it was supposed to be a lot cooler and badass, a lot more graphic, but no.
Yeah.
No.
And you watched it and you really feel that there were scenes missing from the film, and it had potential to be much more than what it was. Watching it again, I still think Fairuza Balk is just like, she's just such a standout character, and the performance that she gives in this movie is just like,
she's worth the watch.
Yeah, it's still like, oh my god, that's Dorothy from Return to Oz. Holy shit! It's like, what the hell, girl? How did you even go there? But it's still.
I still enjoyed it.
It's still entertaining.
I enjoyed it.
But it's such a product of its time, and it's a fun watch, and I'm glad I own it on Blu-ray, and I'm glad you were okay with it.
I still found it entertaining. It's an entertaining flick.
It's very obvious why I enjoyed it. I never dabbled into any of this when I was a teenager. I think I thought about it, but I was a teenager, so obviously when you're a teenager you think about a lot of dumb shit. But I can see why I was drawn to it as a teenager more than now. It's just like, oh well, that's an interesting movie. But being drawn to it as a teenager, I totally see it. Why
but it's still a good story, though, of how you can abuse power.
Oh yeah,
and become power hungry. It really is what the movie's about.
Yeah.
But other people outside of it was like, could it be Satan?
Yeah, it's always missing
like,
the message.
Really?
It's always like the people complaining about Saturday morning cartoons or Scooby-Doo, with devil worship or witchcraft in it. It's like, yeah, but the people are going after them. Those are the bad guys doing these things.
Yeah.
They're going after those people that are doing these bad things. They're not glorifying these things. But
and speaking of Fairuza Balk, she actually came back to work in films again.
Yeah, well, she's kind of taken a
long break.
She made a conscious separation from Hollywood and the scene and all that.
Well, Island of Dr. Moreau didn't help.
I mean, she's had her reasons and all that.
Right.
But yeah, she
has returned here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we only had like maybe 10 minutes with her, maybe 8 minutes.
Yeah, and she wasn't in this film for very long, but
she stood out though.
Because
she's a good actress.
There was like this tension.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah.
And it was clear she was up to something.
Mm-hmm.
But you were like, ooh, but what's going on?
She's older, harmless lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can tell there's something sinister. Something's not right. And this is with the film Trespassers. That's right. This is a blind buy horror film. Kind of a home invasion horror slasher type movie. Can you enjoy this movie? Sure. It does have its entertaining parts. The movie looks great. Cinematography's great. The music, the kind of like the 80s throwback type of synthesized score was really good. And there's some moments, the gore is okay. It's all right. And Fairuza Balk is always a good bonus in the film. Unfortunately for us, though, can you watch this and enjoy it? Sure. But for us, unfortunately, We hated every single character from this movie.
I found
every single character in this movie,
and they were clearly
horrible characters.
They were clearly framing at least one character to be the one you were supposed to at least empathize or sympathize with, and I was like, no, fuck you, you're
everyone.
Awful. You're terrible. You're awful.
It's terrible.
I hate you. I want all of you to die.
Yeah.
And when you've got a film like that, even if you're trying to, even as a filmmaker or a storyteller, and you're trying to frame it a certain way, I don't care if that's your intent. They're still terrible.
Yeah.
Their actions and their words are still terrible.
Yeah.
So even if your intent is to frame them a certain way,
yeah.
it doesn't work for me. And
Yeah.
if it doesn't work for me, I don't care.
Yeah.
If I don't care about one person, when your Firuza Balk character is clearly not necessarily a good character, even though you're not really positive.
Right.
She could be. She might not be. But you know, if she's like the only interesting person, and then she's gone from the film, what does that leave me with?
Yeah.
Awful people. The film.
Pretty
Awful
much.
people. The movie. And it's like, whoa, damn.
Yeah.
Ouch, dude.
And you know,
So.
if you've watched a billion horror films like we have, and having annoying characters or unlikable characters in your movie is kind of a.
It shoots you in the foot.
It
does.
Well, what I mean is, it's kind of a staple of the horror genre cliche, because you're like, okay, well, that character's gonna die. Oh, that character's gonna die, or you're gonna want that character to die because that character's annoying, and then that character does die. That happens a lot, but when you give us a really annoying character that we're supposed to root for, no, you failed.
That's the thing with horror films, is that it is like you said, it is a staple to have characters that you don't like, and that's kind of that became like a trope of the genre, like slasher genre in particular.
Yeah.
But you have to at least have one person that you're supposed to like. You have to at least have one that you're fine with.
When you have a group of psycho killers out there that are trying to break in the house and kill you, okay? It's VFW style. You stand and fight time.
Yeah.
Not let's stand and argue in the bedroom about our past romantic failures.
Yeah,
and
relationship failures or something.
Why are we doing this right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll go back to VFW. I'll one up you with VFW.
Okay.
The main chick, there was the old dudes, and then there was the teenage girl from VFW. I didn't like the girl. She was annoying. She had a terrible attitude. You know, she came from this gang where she had this awful attitude, and she talked all this shit to the old guys, but you liked the old guys. So I didn't give a shit if the girl survived or not.
Right.
But they wanted to protect her. And you liked the old guys because
Right.
why? They had a good established character, even though it was really quick. It was all expository dialogue.
But even by the third act, though, she finally was kind of proving her worth.
That's true.
So
That's true.
Yeah.
But you didn't have any of that in Trespassers.
No.
None of that.
All right.
So anyway.
All right, don't crucify me too much, okay? Sexy Sumo. Because the guy says that I just don't watch comedies. I don't like comedies.
That's not true. Why does he keep saying that?
Because he likes to rib, he hits me in the ribs. You know what I'm saying? Or he palm strikes me in the ribs with stuff. I gotta elbow him back.
Oh my God.
But he did buy this for me. He's a huge fan of this show. I have not seen this show yet. We haven't seen this show, but we have Rick and Morty, the complete seasons 1 and 3 right here. I have not seen this show. I heard nothing but really good things about it. Tons of pop culture references, which I'm sure we'll love. And I heard it's hilarious, so I will check this out. Thanks again, Sexy Sumo.
This was a blind buy, correct?
Yeah. Well, that's our boy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This was a blind buy, and it's a Takashi Miike film. I'm sorry. Takashi Miike's first love. And in Takashi Miike fashion, it's got some batshit moments in it. But it's actually kind of one of his low-key movies. In for the most part, it's got some low-key.
I mean, he's back to the Yakuza genre.
It's kind of straightforward in like it's
in
not,
terms of storytelling.
It's not like, what is it, As the Gods Will? It's not like that, which we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah.
But if you've ever seen As the Gods Will,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about. It's not like, a lot of Miike movies where it's like, oh yeah, that's a Miike movie. This is kind of...
It's not like Yakuza Apocalypse.
No, it's not.
Right.
But it's got some moments in there where it's like,
Yeah, there's
hello,
me.
Mr. Miike.
There he is. Yeah.
But I really enjoyed this.
It's a good time.
I really enjoyed the hell out of
Got
this
some
film.
badassity in there. Got some fights, shootouts here and there. Even though it's mostly a cop gangster flick, but it's a good time. Now, I recently watched a video from Eric, the Asian movie enthusiast. That's right. Shout out. Make sure you guys go over there and subscribe. And I got some segue movies here. But I recently was watching his videos, and he was talking about First Love. He was doing a pickups video of his own. And he mentioned that a lot of diehards consider that movie to be his return to form.
Oh.
They consider this movie to be his best movie in years.
Oh, okay.
That's debatable, though. It depends on what you're looking for.
What kind of Miike movie do you like?
Right? Right.
Because I fucking love Iko's Apocalypse, so I mean, I love bad shit Miike, so, I mean,
All right, so we're going to segue here. Thanks again for the recommendation, Eric. But long time ago, Yuen Wu-Ping did a kung fu comedy film, which is a lot of fun, called The Tai Chi Master, or Tai Chi 2. Okay? Actually, it's Tai Chi 2. It was one of the titles for it. And that's when he discovered a young Jackie Wu. It was like his first movie he was in. And Yuen Wu-Ping, that's what he does. He discovers young prodigies. He discovered Donnie Yen and stuff like that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's a legacy for you right there.
And Jackie Chan, it wasn't really until he hooked up with Yuen Wu-Ping, did Drunken Master, Snake and the Eagle's Shadow, all that stuff, was really when Jackie Chan's career went poof. So Yuen Wu-Ping's known for that. What I did not know was that this is a TV show right here called The Tai Chi Master, and it stars Jackie Wu. I'm not sure if he plays the same character or not, but Eric recommended this for me. He's like, dude, it's TV, it's low budget, but holy shit, the fight scenes are fucking like dope. So I have to check this out. And for some reason, I think this DVD is becoming rare. So, and now, excuse me, we're gonna do an upcoming video. Me and Eric, we're gonna do. I'm gonna invite him on our show, our Verbal Nectar podcast. We are going to discuss the Ip Man franchise. That's right. So we have just the Donnie Yen main franchise movies. We're not going to discuss all the ones outside of it because it's Ip Man Mania over there in Hong Kong. So we have Ip Man: The Final Fight, starring one of our favorites, Anthony Wong, is excellent. This is a fun movie. It's a fun little side piece movie. It's got some comedy in it, but the fight scenes are very well done. But yeah, it's a fun movie. I got this for really cheap. All right, but back to the main course, we have a movie I was highly anticipating because I had a dream match in it for me. And we have on 4K Ip Man: The Finale, the fourth film in the franchise. That's right. And you don't have to say anything.
I don't want to get us in trouble.
We had our issues with the movie. We had our issues with it, but when we do the Verbal Nectar podcast, I'll get into it more with Eric. But entertaining, still worth watching. The fight scenes are good. It's the story lacks. But you do get your dream match. You do get Scott Adkins versus Donnie Yen. So I do recommend it if you're a fan of the franchise.
You know, sometimes blind buys can bite you in the ass.
Yes.
Sometimes you'll see something and you'll read it and you're just like, oh, I gotta check this out.
Yeah, it's a movie over here I'll show later.
Yeah, sometimes you read the synopsis and you're just like, that combined with the price, and you're just like, oh, I have to check this out. And you buy it and you watch it and you're just like, well, damn, at least I didn't pay that much for it. But sometimes the heavens open up and the stars align and suddenly all is right with the world and you are blessed with the perfection and the unexpected joy that is the taking of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
And I am not joking when I tell you,
yes,
this was one of the most joyous and unexpected fun times that we have ever had with a blind buy. I am not bullshitting you when I tell you.
I read the plot because I like Ken Wall. I'm a fan of Ken Wall. I read the plot and I was like, is this real? This is real? Like, I read the plot, and I was like, wait a minute. This is not real. An NFL quarterback star basically helps fight against terrorists in a way when they
who basically they hatch this amazing scheme to like take over this whole Beverly Hills neighborhood and trick all these people out of their homes, making them think one thing to get them out of their homes
so they can rob.
So they can go rob the homes.
And our NFL quarterback, that's right.
Yeah, and Robert Davi's in it, by the way.
Yes.
And I kind of low-key love Robert Davi.
Boomer Hayes is his name. with our boy here.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name?
What, Matt Frewer?
Yeah.
Matt Frewer. Max Headroom.
Max Headroom is his police sidekick.
But yeah, you get Robert Davi bonus.
Yes.
Who I love Robert Davi. He's one of these guys you're gonna see pop up and you're gonna be like, oh hey, it's that guy. If you know him, you'll see him. We get him in Maniac Cop, by the way, which we'll get to Maniac Cop later on down the road.
Yeah.
But
this is a movie where they had a ridiculous premise.
Yeah.
This was not meant to be taken seriously, guys.
No.
They had a ridiculous premise, and they went all in. They went all in. They didn't bitch out. They didn't halfway trying to make it super serious.
I wish I knew the second baddie's name. Like, I don't know the dude's name.
Oh, I know. That guy was great.
He fucking stole the scene. Any scene he was in, he was
like the hitman.
He's like, I want to say, I don't know if he's a native, like if he's a Native American.
Right.
But I know he's played Native American parts.
You've seen him before. You've seen him on Renegade, the old TV show from the 90s.
I know he's played Native American parts.
Yeah.
But he's
Hard to Kill.
He's like the second baddie.
Yeah.
He's like the second in command baddie. And he fucking like milks every scene he's in. And he like just milks it for all he's worth. And every time he's in, he's having a fucking blast. Faith No More's epic shows up at one point.
Yeah. The soundtrack is great. This is a beautiful time capsule from the 90s. The soundtrack is on point. If you guys are football fans, there's tons of football puns that are hilarious, and the action is a lot of fun. There's some cool stunts. There's comedy. This is a hidden gem. Nobody knows about this fucking movie. This is the first time I ever heard about this. This is the first time we heard about this. Now we might do a separate video on this, recommending this. But while we have it at our grasp right now, for the pickups video, this is just a lot of fun. This is not to be meant to take it seriously. No, this is like right now, Tom Brady is helping the cops fight against terrorists. That's what this movie is.
It's glorious.
Yeah, it's just it's so much fun.
This was ridiculous.
When I blind bought it, I was hoping, I was so hoping that it wasn't gonna be garbage trash. Like fuck, I was hoping it was gonna be a fun B movie and just roll with it, and it rolled with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So highly, we may still do a video on this, but we highly recommend The Taking of Beverly Hills.
Yes.
All right, I got two here. All right. The movie that was so bad that Jackie Chan had to prove the director wrong and say, fuck you. Hold on a second. Oh, no. Hold on a second. I should have had this prepared. I did not know this. James Glickenhaus. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That's
yes.
That's the Coca. Isn't that the Coca?
The Coca?
That's McBain.
McBain.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
What about him?
Hold on.
Oh God. What?
Hold on. Hold on.
No.
We have a discovery. We have a discovery. Hold on.
This explains so much.
Yes.
Oh
Holy
my God,
shit.
this explains everything.
My mind is blown right now.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so speaking of blind buy adventures that go wrong.
Yeah.
I was trying to catch up on my Ken Wall movies.
Oh my God, this explains everything.
Because I'm a big fan of him from The Wanderers, which is a badass film. Go check it out. And I bought The Taking of Beverly Hills and this film at the same time. The Soldier, starring Ken Wall. Okay? Directed by James Glickenhaus. This was really disappointing.
Oh, no.
Really, really disappointing. You don't open up your movie with a badass killing squad group of dudes, starring Ken Wall and Steve James, right? And then it's
Wait a minute, he's in that too?
he's in this too. That's right. So
Wait a minute.
this guy's
You mean to
ruined.
tell me-
He's ruined Steve James twice.
You mean to tell me this motherfucker wasted Steve James?
As much as what? Yeah. As far as we know, we don't know how many. Is this a horrible movie? No, it's not a bad movie. But when you open up the movie with a killing squad of badass dudes just gunned down, just mowing down the bad guys that are trying to bomb the White House, and then after that, it's the most fucking boring movie, boringest movie. And it's sad too, because throughout the movie, there's actually some decent stunts. There's some crazy stunts, a decent shootout here and there, and then all of a sudden, Steve James shows up in a ninja outfit, and he attacks Ken Wall in an apartment complex. I'm not making this up, this happens in this movie. Ken Wall defends himself against Steve James, and then Steve James reveals that it's him under the ninja outfit, and he goes, I just want to make sure you still got it, buddy. You cannot have that in your movie and have the rest of the movie be boring as shit. What happened? What happened? This super serious political intrigue movie. You can't have both. Yeah. And there's a bar fight later in the movie. Steve James is great in it. He's hilarious in it. And it has one of the most worst, boring finales ever. There's no action finale. It's just them turning buttons to stop the nuclear launch. It's so fucking boring. It's so boring. Okay.
This everything makes
Now,
sense now. This is
everything makes sense. Now, wow, this is amazing.
It really is.
Now, James Glickenhaus teamed up with Jackie Chan in The Protector. Okay. And I remember trying to watch this on TV back in the day growing up, and I was so bored. I was like, dude, this is so fucking boring. What you find out behind the scenes is that James did not know what he had. Like Steve James. He did not know what he had. And tried to turn Jackie Chan into Clint Eastwood.
Of course.
Because, super serious, barely any dialogue. Because when you think of Jackie Chan, you think of Clint Eastwood, right? Yeah, he tried to turn him into Clint Eastwood in this film. And it didn't work, and this movie bombed, okay? Jackie Chan has a fight at the end with Bill Superfoot Wallace, legitimate badass right there. They do have a fight, you can see on the front here, he's got like a chainsaw. They do have a fight at the end, but I remember it being kind of boring. I remember watching the end fight and I was like, it's okay. It's alright, right? So, the first thing Jackie Chan did, when he went back, he said, fuck this, I'm going back to the motherland. He created his own cut of this. So this is the Hong Kong version of this. He added a few more scenes to make it a little bit more exciting, and what he did was he went back and re-edited the Bill Superfoot Wallace fight at the end. And got and undercranked the camera a little bit to make it a little more exciting, just a little bit. And he teamed up with Bill again to extend the fight, and the fight's better. It's on here. That's right. 88 films.
Oh.
88 films released this version. Blu-ray version.
Have you seen this version before?
I have it on DVD of it.
Oh.
It is better.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's still not a great movie. It's not a great movie.
Right.
But here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. Not only did Jackie Chan do that to this, but he's like, all right, I'm going to show Hollywood what I'm about. I'm going to show Hollywood that they fucked up and they butchered a chance with me. Guess what Jackie Chan does? He goes back to the motherland and he makes a little small movie that nobody knows about called Police Story.
What a hack.
What a hack. His career went nowhere after that. Police Story was a shot at this. Police Story. One of the most influential action films till this day. Tango and Cash copied parts of it. Bad Boys 2 copied parts of it. There's still stunts in Police Story that have not been rivaled. They've been duplicated, but have not been rivaled. And that was a shot at, hey, and supposedly James Glickenhaus saw Police Story and was blown away. He couldn't believe that that's the actor he had. he was just like, holy fucking shit. All right, that was a nice little rabbit hole we just traveled down. Information for you. But yeah, if you guys are interested in this, this does have the Hong Kong extended version in it. Make sure you have an all-region player, though.
Oh, goodness.
Well, that was fun.
Oh my. So, speaking of fun, our favorite offshoot of MST, Riff Tracks Live, Star Raiders with Casper Van Dien. Oh, Lord.
Rico's Roughnecks.
Mr. Van Dien. What the what, man? You know, though, I remember, I'm old enough to remember when Van Dien first hit the scene.
Well, yeah, me too.
When Starship Troopers came out and Tarzan came out.
Yeah.
And they were touting him as the next big thing. And then you never heard jack shit after that.
Well, it's because of Tarzan.
It's true. It's true.
Starship Troopers made him, and Tarzan killed him. I remember seeing the TV spot trailers for Tarzan, and I was like, "Is this real? This looks like shit."
Yeah. Speaking of shit, Star Raiders.
Fun episode.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a hokey movie, but you get the feeling that they knew it was hokey, but they were having fun making it.
Even Casper, you could tell.
Yeah.
He's there having fun.
But the episode's a lot of fun too. So.
Yeah, they riff the hell out of it.
Yeah,
And
I do.
For a live audience.
I do prefer the Riff Tracks live to the
Regular Riff Tracks.
The regular Riff Tracks. I think there's always a better. First of all, I like that they have the shorts with the movies, and then I do like the energy that they bring with the audiences with the live version. So.
But a great episode if you guys are interested.
Yeah,
so.
It's a lot of fun.
All right, speaking of the real Clint Eastwood, we have Clint Eastwood. All right, so this, I don't know, who's the company that, well, it still says Universal, but it's a UK distributor. I got off at Zavi.com, and this was a pretty good set right here. You have the Clint Eastwood 8-movie collection right here, and it comes with, boop, we have, was that the
Iger Sanction?
The Iger Sanction. I have not seen. Breezy, don't know what that is. High Plains Drifter, fuck yeah. Joe Kid, fun. Play Misty for Me blew my mind. I was like, what is this romantic shit? But I didn't know anything about it when I watched it. I was like, what the fuck is this romantic? I don't want to see no romantic Clint Eastwood movie, man.
I haven't seen it.
Then the second half, I'm like, oh, was not expecting this. So yeah, Play Misty for Me I liked.
All right.
Speaking of weird, and I recommend you watch it with me, The Beguiled.
Okay.
Where I was just like, okay, Clint's a soldier, he's injured, he comes across, he gets kind of rescued and taken in a little bit by this house for women, house for girls kind of thing. And stuff happens, I'm not going to say what.
Okay.
But I was just like, holy shit, this was kind of unexpected as well.
Okay.
The Beguiled was remade recently.
I heard about that.
With Colin Farrell, I believe, playing the role. But yeah, Two Mules for Sister Sarah was solid, entertaining Western comedy. And then Kogan's Bluff, I have not seen. So, several of these I have not seen. But here's the kicker: when this came out, I don't know what it is now, but it was on sale, $25.
Shit.
Yeah. Next up, we have, I believe this might be based off of a manga, anime, I'm not sure, but it's a movie called Kingdom. It's a live-action adaptation of it, and I heard it's a lot of fun. I heard it's this fantasy, martial arts, epic action sequences. I heard it's good shit.
Yeah.
So, if you guys seen this, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below.
Cool.
Kingdom.
We just recently watched this. Something that we will never
Dude,
get. Never
fucking
get.
badass right here.
We will never get anything equivalent to this in live action form.
No.
Because Hollywood does not have the balls to do
No.
it. I don't care who's attached to it. I know they'll try. I don't know who's attached to
Fingers
it now.
crossed. I mean, we have Joe
But who's the director attached to it now?
That I don't know.
Do we know, like...
Well, remember Lee told us that it was this guy's first film.
Shit.
Yeah, so Fingers crossed for the live action movie. But
Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge was very entertaining. And it was everything you'd want in a Mortal Kombat film.
it's so fucking gory and violent. It's awesome.
And it had a good story.
Yeah.
It was one part what you would I would equate it to what you would. It's kind of what you would get in the live action Paul Anderson movie that you got back in the mid '90s. There was a bit of that in that you get the core cast meeting up and going to the tournament. So there is that.
Right.
But you get this subsect of Scorpion and his story and his revenge and what is he getting revenge for and all that good stuff. And they weave in the mythos of his backstory and the mysticism and all the other characters that you get that you run across in the Mortal Kombat Legacy and all that. I thought they weaved it pretty well, all things considered, that you had two stories going on because it wasn't just him and it wasn't just the core cast and the Sonya and the Liu Kang and the Johnny Cage and Raiden and all that. So I think it's a little too much for a live action movie in that you're going to get a lot of people coming in. You want to get as many butts in the seats as you can, and so you have to simplify things, and so I don't think you can get something this complicated. I would love to see something like this because I think the more lore you can get in, the more interesting it makes it, because we've already seen the core cast before.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed the hell out of this.
What did I say to you when I was watching when the end finale fight was going on?
What did you say?
I turned to her and I said, just stop and look at just stop and see what you're looking at. Imagine this right now. Scorpion fighting this character. Right now. Finale fight. Flames around. Just what you're looking at right now. And imagine that being live action. If that happens and if that was possible, that would blow my fucking mind.
Yeah. Well,
but most likely we're probably not.
But you know what kills me though? I think if technology has proven anything with Marvel films, comic book films in general, everything we saw in here is 100% possible in live action format. This whole movie could be done live action. Will they do it though?
Yeah.
Because again, if you want a hard R, you're not going to make your money back. That's the problem. They don't trust that it'll bring in the seats, the butts in the seats. That's the problem.
The craft.
That's the problem.
So the craft was butchered.
And that's the problem. You got to dumb it down. You got to get the blood out. But that's the problem. But that's your core audience.
Supposedly, this new version they got coming out is R. We'll see how long that lasts.
And so was Jonah Hex.
Jonah Hex was R?
It was supposed to be R.
Oh, god damn it.
It was originally supposed to be R. Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, shout out to Jamie Powell. That's right. He has helped me out in getting a lot of these movies. They're kind of tough to get right now because of what's going on in the world. But he's been hooking me up, and I've been sending him Blu-rays, and he's been sending me Blu-rays.
I swear, Jamie, your stuff is on the way, but the post is just really slow right now. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah. But, Jamie, if you see all your titles in this movie, thanks again for sending me these titles. One of them could quite possibly be.
I love this movie.
It could quite possibly be.
This really is a great film.
I have 5 billion of them. I have 5 billion of them. Sorry, I should have blowed the other way.
You just saw a genuine married moment right there. That's what marriage is.
Oh,
it's burping and blowing your belt towards your spouse.
I meant to go this way.
That's what married life really is like. I want you to know. That's what you're in for, children.
Woo!
That's what you're in for.
Woo!
Okay.
All right.
That's what it's all about. You share the love. It's okay. It's all right. You get used to it.
So, hey, Lisa's not coming out the other end.
It's true.
All right. So, I have 5 million. I love you too, dear. I have 5 million favorite martial arts movies out there. It would be so hard for me to put a top 10 together, right? But if you had to put a gun to my head and I had to choose right now, okay, go. This Shaw Brothers classic, the 8-diagram pole fighter, might be my favorite martial arts film of all time.
It is fantastic. And looks great.
Yes.
Looks great.
Again, 88 films.
88 films. You are fucking killing it.
Dude.
You are crushing it with martial arts, physical media. I just want you to know.
Yes. The picture quality is on point. And you have, I mean, behind the scenes, it's a little sad what happens because Alexander Fouchang passed away.
And he was supposed to be the star.
He was, and he was supposed to have the big team up with Gordon Liu, that's right, Master Killer, at the end of the film, which did not work out because he passed away, unfortunately. But what the movie does give us is one of the most amazing, like, how the fuck did they even have time to put this fight choreography together? It's like insane.
And they did
like,
it very...
Jesus Christ. How many takes did this did you guys have to do?
And they did a
to do the fight scenes in this movie.
Did a very odd thing in elevating the sister character.
Yeah.
They had 2 remaining sisters. Basically they had this cast of the series of characters. What was it, like 7 brothers and the 2 sisters, or was it 8 brothers and the 2 sisters, something like that. All of the brothers except for 2 die in this ambush.
Destroyed.
Absolutely demolished.
At the beginning of the movie,
so
with an awesome action sequence.
It's Gordon and Alexander Fouchang's character are the only 2 that survive. They get separated. Alexander makes it back home. Gordon gets separated. He goes someplace else.
Yeah.
Well, their 2 sisters back at the house. Well, you never see Alexander again because obviously he died. But the Kara sister's character, she ends up getting propped up and she ends up going and fighting for revenge for her family, which I thought that was a very interesting choice to make. Last minute, hey, scramble, we got to save this film. Of all the things to do in a film, especially back then. Yeah. I know you had your women warriors back in the day, but still, for a revenge for the family story, I found that a very interesting choice to take.
But badass fight sequences, very dark feel to this movie from beginning to end. There's no comedy in this. I mean, what?
The teeth.
Well, the teeth?
The teeth.
Yeah.
The teeth.
That was hilarious. I don't know if that was meant to be funny.
It was.
I guess it was.
Come on, it was hilarious.
When he comes across the monastery and he wants to become a monk and learn martial arts to get revenge, they have a training facility where they have these wooden wolves put together with metal teeth, and the monks are banging on the wolves and defanging them because apparently where they're at, there's a lot of attacks of wolves. So they may have to fight wolves one day to defend the temple. Well, that happens in a way in the end finale, and it's so fucking hilarious and so fucking badass and satisfying. But they're not defanging the wolves. They're fucking up the villains, and it's
adorable.
Yeah.
This is hysterical. I'm sorry.
A diagram.
Yes.
All right. I have not seen this yet. I am a big fan of the original. Hey, I didn't blow it your way. All right, give me some credit. I think the vodka setting in. Is the vodka setting in? A little bit. The whiskey is here. The whiskey didn't set in. All right, here we go. Of The Shining, Stanley Kubrick classic. I have not seen this yet. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about it. But we have here 4K Stephen King's Dr. Sleep, the sequel to The Shining.
No relation to Dr. Satan! I'm sorry.
What? What?
Dr. Satan. Dr. Satan.
What does that have to...
I said no relation to doctors?
Oh, are you okay?
I said no relation to Dr. Satan.
Wow, she's gone.
Come on.
This is why you're here, though.
Come on.
This is why you're here. Okay, here we go.
Come on.
Red rum. All right. So we have the sequel to The Shining. I heard nothing but good things about this film, and this has the director's cut on here. Yes, it's a longer version than what was shown in theatrical releases, but I heard it's better. So we'll have to check out Dr. Sleep.
Why are you putting stuff in my pile?
I don't, because I'm running out of room.
Well, shit.
Oh Right.
No, stop it.
Fine.
Oh my God.
Fine.
Leave it. Eat. Oh, is it? Oh, is it my turn? Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, this is a movie that I remember seeing back in the day on TV, so it was always heavily edited. Well, not heavily, but, you know, edited enough, because, you know, language and subject matter, whatever. I don't remember, did you ever see this?
What? What?
Did you ever see this before we just...
Well,
recently?
no, like off and on, it would come on TV, but I
Okay.
never got a chance to watch all of it.
Okay.
So I don't remember it. So by the
Okay.
time you got the Arrow release,
Okay.
it was almost like I'm watching it for the first time.
Okay. So I remember enjoying this and rewatching it just now, like just recently. I found it to be quite adorable.
It was hilarious.
And I had a really good time watching it with you. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I vaguely remember seeing Elvira on TV when I was like a little kid in the 80s, but I didn't get what was going on. I didn't understand what she was doing. I just remember seeing a chick with black hair and huge tits hosting black and white movies. Like, that's all I remember.
Yeah.
I just remember her talking with a microphone. But
Yes.
that's all I remember. I had no idea what she was doing. I didn't know what was going on. But I remember the movie, and I remember seeing her. Fun fact. It's not a fun fact. It's a random fact. My uncle occasionally drives people in the Hollywood Christmas Parade in his white Auburn. It's this model kit car that he like built but from scratch, okay? And he'll like haul it up to Hollywood like every so often, and he'll like drive celebrities up in the Hollywood Parade. He drove her in the Hollywood Parade once dressed as Elvira. Weird random fact. Anyway.
She's still hot now.
Anyway, so yeah, but yeah, that's how I remembered her from the movie. Was like, oh, that's that chick that I saw when I was a kid, and when she was, you know, hosting whatever the hell she was doing, because I didn't know what she was doing. But yeah, this was a lot of fun.
It was goofy.
Yeah,
It was hilarious. I was having a blast, and this is a good example of why her character has stood the test of time, because she had personality.
Yeah,
And she, you know, she wasn't just, I'm just here because I got big boobs.
yeah.
She was fucking hilarious, like
Yeah.
legitimately hilarious.
Yeah.
She raps. She raps in this movie. So yeah.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun. I kind of wish she made more.
Yeah, kind of.
She deserved a sequel.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's straight to video stuff, but I mean like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun.
Segway, cause I'm on point. Segway, cause I'm on point.
I should probably stop
Why?
because it's gonna be bad.
Well, you're almost done. You can make it.
You're not almost done.
Yeah, but I'm doing 2s and
You
3Bs.
need to hurry
You want me to
the
do
hell-
3Bs?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna do 3Bs now.
'Cause, this is bad.
All right, segue. The love interest in Elvira, Mr. Daniel Green, who was hilarious. I was laughing the whole time because I just now got introduced to him, with eye ties, hands of steel. Yes, just there's some hilariosity moments in here. Great B movie, fun action. Imagine we got like over the top, you know, Stallone 80s film canon, over the top mixed with fucking Terminator. We're all over the place in Hands of Steel. But is it a fun watch? Yes. Michael Ironside. Let me make sure it's Michael Ironside, goddammit. Because I'm all kind of fucked up right now.
Uh-oh.
Where is he? I'm pretty sure he's in here. If it's not Michael Ironside, it'll make for a fun video.
Oh my goodness.
Shows up with a big gigantic laser gun trying to kill Mr. Hands of Steel. That's right, Daniel Green, Cyborg. And it's funny because I went from him smashing heads in and fucking people up arm wrestling and shit, to fucking this, where he's just total opposite. Like, he's just like, very like...
This like
What's it?
this country bumpkin rube,
Yeah.
who's just like kind of clueless and just like, oh, okay.
completely clueless that she wants him, you know, and it's just really hilarious
Okay,
seeing
Elvira.
going from this to Elvira. But yeah, good action B-movie-ism right here, Daniel Green. Okay, bam. All right, one of my favorite adventure films of all time is The Mask of Zorro in this 4K release, directed by Martin Campbell. That's right. Casino Royale fame. That's right. The movie that turned Anthony Hopkins into a sex icon, which is hilarious. Catherine Zeta-Jones is in this as well, and our boy. That's our boy from No Escape.
Oh,
the villain from No Escape.
Oh, no,
One of the most underrated.
Wilson.
Stuart Wilson?
But it's a guy from Turtles 3, too. God damn it, Clint Eastwood?
God damn it.
Nah.
Yeah. One of the best.
Basket weaving. The creative choice.
The creative choice. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Yay, how
Stuart
fun.
Wilson, one of the greatest villains from No Escape, one of the most underrated films, starring
Oh,
Ray Liotta.
he stole that film.
Yeah, he did. Is the villain in this. And
Oh, he was in Hot Fuzz, too, and I'll get to segue to that
I
later.
refuse to watch the sequel.
Oh.
The trailers look like shit. You got a fucking little kid. When you add a little kid, you fucked up. When you add annoying little kid doing martial art, no, you fucked it all up. And luckily, I dodged a bullet because I heard the sequel is just garbage, and all they fucking do is argue.
Yeah.
The whole fucking movie. Catherine Zeta-Jones and Antonio Banderas argue the whole fucking movie, and they hate each other.
Yeah.
That's the whole fucking movie. You wasted our fucking time.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
Yeah, and they tried to add wire fu and martial arts stuff and stuff. It's like, I guess because it's popular around that time when the sequel came out. No. This right here has grounded fighting, okay? People forget about that. They forget in this movie, you get some pretty badass fucking grounded, old school, two dudes, Christopher Lee style. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Christopher Lee style from the old days. From the Musketeer days, okay? Badass fight choreography, two dudes with swords, rapiers, trying to kill each other. You get that in this. And I forgot, I'm fired. I'm so fired. I forgot to mention this movie as a good example of sword fighting when we were talking about that bullshit Musketeer movie from Paul What Shit Anderson, his version of the Three Musketeers film. Yeah, I forgot to mention this when we talked about that. But yeah, still stands the test of time. I still feel it's underrated. People kind of forgot about this little movie. But it's a fun adventure film with an amazing score by James Horner. One of his best. So, Mask of Zorro, good shit. All right. Again, 88 films. Kicking ass. You know, 88 films, if you're watching. I was doing an advertisement for you guys. You know, I'm going to throw us a little bone here. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go.
Oh, my goodness.
One of my favorites. And the last official film with all three characters together appearing at once. I mean, they've done collabs before after that, a lot. But in terms of these are the three characters, these are the three actors, and then the star. This is the last one because the first one was Project A, and then you had Wheels on Meals, and now we have Dragons Forever.
This was so much fun.
Yes, and look at that amazing artwork. That's right, this amazing artwork from 88 Films. Blu-ray pictures, pretty darn good. Tons of special features. There's actually different versions on here that show extra scenes, and you get the. Ewan Bial is fucking insane in this movie. He is insane. But fun comedy, definitely worth owning if you're a martial arts fan. But if you're a Jackie Chan fan, you have to have this in your. You have to, because you get the legendary rematch between Jackie Chan and Benny the Jet Urquidez, which still to this day. Let me know in the comments below. I want to know what you guys think. Sorry. Which fight is better? Their fight in Wheels on Meals or Dragons Forever? It'd be nice to hear what you guys think about it. But classic Jackie Chan in his prime. Good shit. Ooh, oh man, I'm feeling it.
Oh, dear.
Holy shit, Lucy. Oh man, I'm spitting all over the place. Lucy Goosey.
Oh, God. Oh, God, your stack is huge.
I'm doing 3.
Oh, shit.
I'm doing 3s.
Oh, so we just, I see you changed the cover on this one.
Yeah, I had to.
Oh, it's amazing. Oh, my God, it's amazing. Oh, what's that? Oh, my goodness. So we just did.
What is he, Vega from Street Fighter?
What the fuck is that?
He's Vega from Street Fighter.
So we just did our podcast on this / video on this, from Arrow Video. We would add our Arrow collection. The Annihilators, which, as we said, was one of the most adorable vigilante films we had ever seen.
Yes.
Primarily because it was one of those movies where you could tell it was a low budget movie with a very, very well tested, one of those movies that you've seen it a million times. You've seen it, you know, it's been done so many times over, but they, you know.
I'm here. I can do this. Woo! I might have to get some more ice, but go ahead.
Anyway, it's one of those movies where, you know, it's been done a billion times over, but by God, they had this particular story they want to tell, and everybody showed up and they wanted to give it their all, and it came across.
Yes.
And we appreciated the effort, and we enjoyed the hell out of it. It's not like a great movie, but the effort was there, and
it's
so
fun.
we appreciated the effort. We really enjoyed it. So
yes, unlike a James Glickenhaus film. All right. Okay. Now from
dare you waste Steve James
twice. Eureka! We have released for the first time on Blu-ray in this format
This was a
the
mistake.
classic. It's never a mistake.
This was a
Alky's never a mistake.
big mistake.
We never.
And you want to do this live.
Yes. Let me know in the comments below.
He wants to do
the
this
next time we
live.
do this, we do it live.
He wants to do this drunken live.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Oh shit.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine this shit live? What a disaster.
Woo! All right.
Oh my God.
I think it'll be fun. Let me know if you guys
I think
want.
it'll
If
be
you
a
let us know if you guys want this.
Fucking disaster.
Fucking disaster.
Fucking.
Fucking
Not just
disaster.
fucking. Not just fucking disaster. Fucking disaster.
Fucking.
Right?
We have from Choi Hark, which could be considered. I mean, earlier Hong Kong films did have special effects, but in terms of the quality, this was really the kind of a big deal when this came out back in the early 80s. 1983. Now, obviously, when you look at the movie now, the special effects look primitive, but this was a big deal in Hong Kong back then. But we do have the fantasy epic. It's been a long time since I revisited it. I remember watching it many years ago, like so long ago. I remember enjoying it. I liked it. But in terms of grounded martial arts fight choreography, you get a little bit here and there, but this is mostly a fantasy tale. So majority of the movie, people are flying around and stuff because you have these over-the-top characters that have these powers and everything, right? So we have Zoo Warriors from the Magic Mountain. That's right. There's no Hulk Hogan in this one. Or Three Ninjas.
Oh, thank God. I'll watch it then.
But stars Sammo Hung, Bridget Lin, Yuen Biao, and this is the first time this movie is getting this type of treatment. But you have from Eureka tons of special features, as you can see here. They really went all out with the presentation of the film. I have not popped it in yet to judge the picture, but Eureka has not let me down yet. But yeah, it's fun, over-the-top, crazy. Don't think too much. Don't think too much. Because you might be like, huh?
That means it's stupid.
No, it's not. All right. Should I start laughing differently on here? Like, should I do the Bill Burr laugh?
Please don't. Please
Wait,
don't.
why did my Bill Burr laugh turn into Jared Leto Jokers?
What the? Don't. Jesus.
Should I do that?
Don't you fucking ever do that
Did I creep you out?
again. Jesus Christ.
Did I creep you out?
That's the cringiest thing you've ever done. Oh my God.
I love you. All right, here we go. Zoo Warriors of the Magic Mountain. Boom. Pow. Next. La 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 la. La 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 la. I believe that was the Goblin soundtrack for this,
I
right?
think it was close.
But that's what it was, right? Goblin?
Sure.
It was not Tangerine Dream.
No.
Goblin.
No.
Yeah.
Goblins.
La la
Goblins.
la la
Yes.
la la. Okay. We have the classic Dario Argento
Oh my.
Giallo movie. Classic Suspiria. Why the fuck in 4K? Why the fuck is this movie so fucking expensive everywhere in every format for years? Why? It's almost like they didn't give a fuck about Dario Argento's other movies. They just like, fuck his other movies. He's only known for this. Let's charge this up the fucking ass. This is almost $40. This is almost $40. Why? This movie's old as fuck. It doesn't even come with, I mean, it comes with special features, but it's not like it comes with the soundtrack or some swag. Just a fucking movie. Well, I did buy it. I heard the picture quality is amazing. Amazing. But yeah, classic, old school. When horror is good, done well. Yeah, good shit, Suspiria. We still have not seen the reboot of Suspiria, but we did hear, though, that with the reboot, expect a reboot. Do not expect a remake, and you will like it. That's what I'm hearing. I heard.
That's good. You know, if you're gonna.
So let us know.
If you're gonna read.
What you guys think?
Reboot or remake something, redo it, retool it. David Cronenberg, when he did The Fly, when he redid The Fly, take the concept of something that's already been done.
Yeah.
And do something else.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes.
I like that. John Carpenter. The Thing.
Yeah.
Take something established.
Classics.
Do your own thing. No pun intended.
Oh shit, it's hitting me.
No shit, I'm faded. This
We're almost done.
sucks. No, we're not.
Do you want to do 2Bs?
No, you have to do 3Bs just so I can get to my onesies.
Bullshit.
Fucking do it.
All right.
Go.
So back to our boy Takashi Miike.
This is our
and back
legacy.
to
God damn it, this is awful.
it's our legacy.
This
yes.
is awful.
Takashi Miike, our boy, and here we go with another live adaptation of a manga.
I haven't seen any of the anime, so I'm gonna be lost. But I'm gonna see it because it's Miike.
Well, this is only based
that
on.
hair is
You love it?
magnificent.
Isn't it?
Jesus
Isn't it magnificent?
Christ, I want to eat that.
She wants to eat it. We give you
like a-
JoJo's Bizarre
It looks
Adventure.
like a gummy or something.
It is like a gummy.
Wow.
Diamond is unbreakable. No. Woo! All right. So we have a live adaptation of one of my favorite animes, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now this only covers though, because that fucking anime, every fucking arc is long as fuck. Even the most famous arc, where this JoJo shows up, is so long. It's long. It's amazing, over the top, crazy, insane, but a lot of fun. Anime series, but it's long as fuck. It's not as long as One Piece, obviously. Thank God.
What are they up to, like 1,000 episodes?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But the most last recent anime adaptation of this arc, following this JoJo, I think the first couple of episodes, or maybe first 10 episodes, that's what this movie is. Okay? I'm not sure if they're going to keep going and make sequels, but I heard good things. I heard fans enjoy it and it's entertaining. But yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Gotta check that out. And it's our boy Miike, you gotta represent. And he's done live action anime before with, Immortal. What the fuck? What's the name of the movie? Immortal, the Blade, whatever the fuck. The Blade Immortal.
Blade of the Immortal?
Blade of the Immortal, thank you. We will be doing a video. We don't know how.
So this is Brendan.
We're gonna do a
This
video.
is Brendan's fault. Yeah.
Brendan, shout out to Brendan. What movie won? Make sure you guys subscribe.
But to be fair, Brendan, thank you, because I was not going to pay for this. So seriously, thank you. This is something that we have known about for a couple decades now.
Decades,
because we're old as fuck. You right there?
Yeah. I'm making sure it's going this way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I love you.
Thank you.
Okay.
So this was made in 1980.
Yeah.
Something that was actually made before I was born. What? Now they're trying to pull a fast one now. some people who are still alive that was involved with this would want you to believe that this was made as a joke.
Yeah.
I do not fucking believe that.
No.
I call bullshit.
Bullshit.
Because when you watch this, no. I call fucking bullshit. You watch this in when it was released, I think these were people capitalizing on Bruce Lee, as everyone was trying to capitalize on Bruce Lee back in the day.
Yes, after
even
he
though
died.
even though 1980, that's several years after he died.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain what this movie is. It's very difficult to put into words what exactly is.
Documentary? Biopic? No.
They would want you to think that.
Style? Documentary style?
They would want you to think that. Fist of Fear, Touch of Death is a film that we've been wanting to do a review on for a long time now. Almost since you started doing the movie Dojo. But it's so indescribable in what exactly the film is. Because it's one part attempt at a documentary, but it's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
4K restoration. For this.
The whole thing is a bullshit. It's framed in trying to tell you the story of Bruce Lee's life, but it's all bullshit. It's framed in trying to find the successor to Bruce Lee, but it's all bullshit. Fred Williamson's in it.
Yeah.
And he knows it's bullshit.
Yeah, he knows. He even says that.
Yeah.
In the movie. There's a scene where he says this is all bullshit.
The movie is so entrenched in its own bullshit. But yeah, people involved in it now that are still alive are trying to tell you, oh no, it was a joke.
It's almost like the Batman animated series the Batman series with Adam West and Burt Ward, where they say that it was supposed to be camp and slapstick and all that. But when you go back and look at it, it kind of was. It kind of was. There's obvious moments. Not all of it may have been meant for comedy, but there were moments where they're like, okay, that's got to be a joke.
Yeah.
But this movie,
Yeah.
no. They were trying to be serious and to sell this.
There are moments where there's a man in this film by the name of Grandmaster Aaron Banks.
Grandmaster.
I said Grandmaster.
You did?
I said Grandmaster.
All right.
Aaron Banks. That's how he insists on being referred to. Who has dojo in a little basement above a porn theater in New York City. Okay.
World famous.
That's where his studio was located.
World famous.
Back in the 70s and 80s. It was above a little porn studio, a porn theater, okay, in New York City. Okay. And this motherfucker tried to pretend that he had an interview with Bruce Lee in this movie. I'm not making this up.
No.
And in this interview, he claimed to have been complimenting Bruce Lee and that they would take turns complimenting each other. And in this interview, in which it was taken from another interview and a TV show that Bruce Lee did, which was overdubbed by a bad Bruce Lee impersonator.
Yeah.
This was the interview that Aaron Banks, Grandmaster Aaron Banks, had with Bruce Lee. This was the conversation that they had with each other.
Yeah. So you take clips from Longstreet, splice with clips from Aaron Banks in another room, obviously, and they put the scene together to make it look like they're talking to each other. This was not meant to be funny. This was meant to be legit. Because if there was legitimate comedy in the film, you could tell. There was a legitimate comedy. It was supposed to be funny.
And none of the legitimate comedy that they had was funny.
No. This was not Spinal Tap.
No.
Which was meant to be a fake documentary, but at the time it was done so well that it fooled people thinking that this was a real band.
It was kind of like Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, where nobody got it at the time. Nobody got Spinal Tap at the time.
We will do a video. We're not sure how. We know maybe a podcast, maybe a reactor review. We don't know how we're going to do it. But all I'm going to say is this. I had like a box set of like 100 movies. You know, you get those cheap box sets at like Walmart. Martial arts films, 100 movies, right? You get a lot of crap in it. Or some good stuff. It was in there. I was like, what is this? I watched it. Could not believe what I just watched. It blew my mind. I was like, holy fucking shit, this was so bad. I called Phat Ninja. I said, Phat Ninja, come over here right now. Come over to my house right now. He drives in, sits next to me. I watched the movie again. Right after I got done watching it, I watched it again with Phat Ninja. And he was just like he could not believe what he was looking at. Like, it was so bad. It was so hilariously bad. And then I brought you in the fold.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
And yeah, you had the same reaction. And now, how many years later? We are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Fist of Fear, Touch of Death. So somehow, somewhere, we will talk about the movie. Now to a good martial arts movie. One of my favorites. Brought to you by 88 Films, so you know it's first class. We have Clan of the White Lotus, also known as Fist of the White Lotus. Directed by Lo Lei, believe it or not. Famous for his character of Pai Mei. He played the villainous character of Pai Mei. And he comes back again to reprise that character, Pai Mei. You have Gordon Liu. Badass fight scenes in here. Wang Lung Wei in here throwing down. I mean, this is just good shit in this movie. The opening fight sequence in this movie could have been an end finale fight for another martial arts film. Like, it's that legit. But you do get some comedy, especially towards the end, of how Gordon Liu defeats Lo Lei. Sorry, spoilers, but you do get some comedy as well in this film. But highly recommend Shaw Brothers classic, Fist of the White Lotus. Now, I took it upon myself to do this. I know you disagree. I took it upon myself to do this. Now, Sniper, starring Tom Berenger. Where the fuck is Tom Berenger? Starring Tom Berenger and our boy Billy Zane. That's right. Is a classic. Excuse me. I consider Sniper a classic military action thriller that I kind of feel is forgotten and underrated. But the studios did not forget and decided to pump out horrible sequels. Now, it's been years. It has been years since I've seen Sniper 2 and 3, but I remember when I rented them back in the day from like Blockbuster or Hollywood Video, I remember them being bad. And then I stopped. So anything Sniper that came out afterwards, I was like, I'm not even going to bother. The first film is really the only film that matters. I don't know why, but I'm kind of fascinated now that they're still, to this day, this year, they're still making Sniper movies starring Tom Berenger. Okay? So I'm like, you know what? I don't know how I'm going to do this. This might be the top 10 Sniper films. This might be Sniper films ranked. I might review each one. I don't know. I might just talk about them on the Verbal Nectar podcast. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm fascinated that this is still going to till today. I'm going to go ahead. Sorry.
Drop the movie.
And drop the movie and fuck it up. So, am I going to pay big bucks for the Blu-ray for each movie? Fuck that shit. So, I have...
Oh.
I dropped it again.
Oh my god. What are you doing?
I have, right here, for cheap as fuck, alright, the Sniper 6 movie collection. And in this, we have Sniper, Sniper 2, Sniper 3, Sniper Reloaded, Sniper Legacy, Sniper Ghost Shooter, and Sniper Ultimate Kill. The only reason I got this on Blu-ray because it was cheap as fuck. Billy Zane apparently comes back to this franchise at some point also, as well as Tom Berenger.
Well, spoilers, now we know nobody dies.
But this isn't the most recent Sniper movie.
Oh my.
That's on its way.
God.
It's in the mail. Coming soon to the Samurai House.
I'm shocked this
There's one after this that came out this year.
I'm shocked this
with
isn't-
Tom Berenger in it.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
How is this not a Universal franchise? I'm shocked it's Sony. I'm shocked.
I know, right?
Legitimately shocked. That's usually a Universal's gig.
So supposedly supposedly, some of the later sniper films where Billy Zane and Tom Berenger team up are actually good.
Oh boy.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
So, don't know how I'm going to do it, but I want to talk about these sniper films. But yeah, one more is on its way. The one that came out this year.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, so, alright, you recently rebought these for me, because we have the DVDs, the Blu-Rays, and because we're suckers for upgrading our physical media, you rebought these for me in 4K. The Cornetto trilogy. I'm so sorry, Jamie. I'm so sorry. I promise. I swear to God, I'll never do that again. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry.
I want more drink.
The Cornetto. Well, get you some more drink.
I guess I gotta get up.
Well,
You have to keep talking by yourself.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
But I'm not wearing pants.
Did you really want to admit that? Jesus.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go.
Here, I'll cover you.
You covering me?
I'm covering
All
you.
right, here we go. Yeah. All right. Oh, I hit the chair. Where's the kittens?
See, this is the kind of entertainment
Damn
you will
it.
get nowhere else.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
fuck, I can't get through. I'm too fat. Go ahead.
The Cornetto trilogy.
Get going. Hi. Hello.
You gotta go.
But I
Go.
can't sneak. Go.
You gotta go.
I can't get by.
Well, then what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna wait till you're done, and then I'll get by.
You can sneak by. You're not on camera.
But I can't get through. Oh shit! Shit! I just knocked over the Blu-rays! Fuck! Oh, fuck! Now I get it. Do you see my ass? Do you see my ass?
No.
Alright. Keep
Well,
talking.
now I can see you.
Keep talking.
We can't do this live.
Go! Go so I can sneak by.
So, the Cornetto trilogy, directed by Mr. Edgar Wright, starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, starting with Shaun of the Dead, and the middle film being Hot Fuzz, ending with The World's End. Now, Shaun of the Dead was a film that we saw in the theaters back in the day, and we loved it, of course. And Hot Fuzz was a film that I didn't enjoy too much. I liked it at first, but, you know, I didn't enjoy until my second viewing on DVD and then on Blu-ray, and then I was like, oh my god, this film is brilliant. The more I saw Hot Fuzz, I was actually embarrassed when I saw Hot Fuzz again because I didn't appreciate it until I would view it more, and the more I see Hot Fuzz, the more I realize how brilliant it is. I have not had that experience, unfortunately, with The World's End. The World's End is my least favorite of the three films. It doesn't mean I don't enjoy it. I have seen it probably 3 or 4 times since we saw it in the theater when it came out, and I do enjoy it. It's just not my favorite of the 3. I'd have to say Hot Fuzz is my favorite of the 3, but Shaun of the Dead is a close second. But these movies do look great on Blu-ray, on 4K. All 3 of them do look great on 4K. So, thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
I'm done. You are gone.
Ooh, I'm spilling the no.
That's way too much!
What do you mean?
Oh my god. You're gonna die.
I'm not gonna die. Coke is involved. Got to have Coke.
You literally put half a glass of Jack Daniels in that cup.
It didn't look like half to me.
It's literally half. Oh my god.
All right, am I next?
Yeah,
All right.
you're next.
Here we go. Boom. All right. We got 2 supernatural films here. We have, which some people are calling one of the best exorcism films filmed recently. We have The Divine Fury. That's right. I saw the trailer. The CGI looked bad, unfortunately, but
Oh, goody.
yeah, but if you're expecting an action film, Eric said that that don't do that. Just expect a supernatural movie. But the third act, I heard they get fucking down, and it's action. They put it down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for that, right? Next is a movie I've heard a lot of buzz about. The action sensation of the year, apparently. I heard this is like the first half, simple. You got your regular movie, easy to follow characters, nothing really happened. And then the third act is like, holy fucking shit. That's what I heard. But we have The Witch Subversion. And I do believe there is a sequel coming to this. But deliriously entertaining action. But yeah, I heard it's some fucking badass shit happens in the third act, and it's cool as shit. So I saw a few clips, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck is that movie? So I can't wait to check this out. And from 88 Films, and I'm really happy about this, Heart of Dragon, or some places Heart of the Dragon. You have a different take here. You have Jackie Chan and Sammo Hung throwing a Hail Mary here and doing mostly a dramatic role. Okay? It's almost like Rain Man a little bit. Okay? And Jackie Chan plays the brother of Sammo Hung in this film. And I heard their I've seen the movie years ago. So long ago. But the performances from both leads are good. Like, oh shit, Jackie Chan and Sammo Hung can actually act. But because of the tone of the film, there were extra fight sequences that they thought took away from the dramatics. So they cut those fight scenes out, and they have some in there. But it's not the focus of the film. Luckily for us, for the first time ever, this is for the first time, we get to see the other version with the fight scenes put back in the movie. So if you guys are curious and wondering, this is a 2K remaster. There's like 3 different versions of this film on here. Yeah, if you guys want to see the film with the extra fight scenes put back in, check out the release from 88 Films.
Speaking of 88 Films and Jackie Chan, this was a pleasant surprise. I had never seen this movie before. I had never heard of this film before, which is a damn shame because this movie was delightful.
Yes.
It was adorable.
Yes.
And it was downright sweet.
Yeah.
And it's directed by Jackie Chan. It's the movie called Miracles, with the subtitle The Kenton Godfather.
Yes.
So stated by here.
Wonderful movie.
It's such a sweet story. If you've never seen it, do yourself a favor. Try to check it out if you can. Picture looked great because it's 88 Films.
Picture is phenomenal.
Yeah. Why have I never heard of this?
Yeah.
Dude, what a crime.
It's sad.
Seriously. I know it's not your traditional Jackie Chan martial arts extravaganza and all that, but there's more to Jackie Chan than just martial arts and all that shit. But this is a really fun, really sweet story.
Fun characters.
Yeah.
Hilarious, some damn hilarious moments.
Yeah.
But Jackie Chan does still deliver in the action department.
Yeah.
We do get some stunts. We do get some classic Jackie Chan fight action set pieces in here. So it's not like it's just a drama. But it is sad that a lot of Westerners over here not really familiar with Miracles, but we highly recommend it.
Yes.
I enjoyed a lot, and I highly recommend it. The first Justice League Dark animated film from the DC animated universe, and I've heard great things. We got our boy Constantine, played by the actor that I keep forgetting his name from the live action show.
Yeah.
Reprises his role and does the voice acting in this as well. But Justice League Dark is fucking badass. Check it out. But we have Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. And you know, if you involve with my boy Dark Side, shit just got real. It's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? I heard this is great.
Yeah.
I heard it's really good. So hopefully we will enjoy Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. All right. Also from 88 Films, I want to revisit this because when I saw it a long time ago, I don't remember a lot of action in it, and I remember it being kind of boring. But I've heard nothing but good things. Like this is one of Jackie Chan's best cop thrillers. Like, this is really good. Give it a chance. It's not about the action in this movie. There's more to it. So we have, this time it's for keeps, Jackie Chan's Crime Story, released by 88 Films on Blu-ray. And I'm sure it being 88, picture will be great. Tons of special features on the back. I'm very happy. I kind of had to buy this because I'm very happy that we're getting old school classic Jackie Chan on Blu-ray over here.
Yeah.
Well, not over here. You still need an all-region player.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's being released somewhere, it seems like they don't
language.
give a shit over here.
Yeah,
man.
unedited original language, no fucked up soundtrack. That's the key thing. A lot of movies when they came over here, it was English dub only, fucked up soundtrack, edited in some way. That's how we got a lot of Jackie Chan films, especially in the 90s when movies of his started coming over here. That's the only way we get movies from Jackie Chan. So.
But we want this shit uncut.
Yeah.
Like, give us to us
original language.
Yeah.
That's the key.
All right.
Oh, my heart just. Oh, the crack. Oh, ow, no. Oh, Scott, why? Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Scott, I'm so sorry. Oh.
All right.
Oh.
I got this for butt cheap.
Okay. Yeah.
I heard Scott Adkins is good in it.
I'm sure he is.
I heard Wade Barrett is actually good in it.
Okay,
Apparently,
who's Wade Barrett?
Wade Barrett is a British wrestler.
Okay.
He is not with WWE anymore.
The name sounds
We
familiar.
weren't really watching WWE at the time when he was around.
Okay.
But he was the one that like, it looks like I got some bad news. And he was like, bad news Barrett. Yeah. And everybody would boo him. He would come out on the podium and all that. He had a lot of potential, but they wasted it because it's WWE.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
But he's been making movies. He's been making action films, and they've been popular. So this is their first risk. Make WWE Studios. That's why you cringed over here. This is a WWE Studios film. I got this for free. But it stars Wade Barrett. I mean, not free, I'm sorry. I got this for cheap. Wade Barrett and Scott Adkins, Eliminators. Yes. Let us know in the comments below if you are fans of Eliminators.
We should watch that while we eat pizza.
We should.
Hey, we got plans for later.
Yeah, so hopefully that's fun.
Down on the ground, where it belongs.
You're next.
Oh, hey. Demonetized. Demonetized. Oh.
Classic.
So in 1978, they had this kooky idea
Kooky.
that they wanted to bring to the screen the Big Blue Boy Scout. And in order to do that, they had to make you believe that a man could fly in Superman the movie. Now, Superman the movie was definitely a film that I saw as a kid growing up. And I did like it as a kid. And I think seeing it now, I have a better appreciation for it just because...
As do I.
It is...
I was more a Superman 2 fan.
Yeah. But now that I'm older...
Rewatching it now, it's like, dude, this is a fucking great movie.
And it's so... I mean, think about it. 1978. Think about that. Think about how old this film is and the limitations of technology back in the day. And yeah, some of it's a little hokey. There's some stuff in Jaws that looks a little hokey, but Jaws is like a fucking masterpiece. I just watched Jaws 4K the other day, and I was fucking blown away by just how much that movie from start to finish just grabs you. And it's just like, damn, that movie is just... I'm gonna talk about it in a minute.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just, you know, what they had to work with, and, you know, Richard Donner, what he was able to bring to it. And if you think about it, his original intent was to do 2 back-to-back movies at the same time, which was kind of unheard of back in the day. That was pretty ambitious. That was his intent. His intent was to do Superman 1 and 2 back in the day, and it just didn't work out.
Right.
That was his intent, and we all know what happened with Superman 2.
Still love it.
Yeah.
John Williams score, man.
Still, I'm sorry that as much as I love what Hans Zimmer brought to the table for Superman with Man of Steel, as much as I love what Hans Zimmer brought to the table, John Williams' theme, John Williams' theme is what I hear them play on the classical music station on the way to work in the morning. You know, when they're playing classical music movie themes.
John Williams' theme was butchered in the Justice League movie. But yeah, when we saw John Williams live, remember that?
Yeah.
And he had to do the Superman theme.
Yeah.
I was sitting next to you just like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Now, Man of Steel, which, when I saw in theater, my expectations were really high, which they probably shouldn't have been, but I couldn't help it. But Man of Steel, directed by Zack Snyder, starring Henry Cavill. When they got to the fight scene in Smallville, I remember, because for the longest, as much as I love the beloved Christopher Lee films, Christopher Reeve, sorry. Reeve? I'm going to make sure I'm not saying Reeves. Reeve? Reeves or Reeve? Alright, Reeve, sorry, I want to fuck it up. Yeah. I grew up on this. It's my childhood. Fuck Superman 3 and 4. Can go fuck itself up its ass. But I grew up with the first 2. I had high expectations after seeing the trailers for this. And I remember when they got to the fight in Smallville, I remember, I will never forget it. I turned to you and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, fucking hell. But I was losing it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is so fucking badass. For years, I wanted to finally, in theater, show Superman as a fucking badass. Let's see some epic fights where they're punching each other through buildings. Let's get down. Let's get down and dirty here. Because he's always known as the Big Blue Boy Scout. Put it this way. At the time, Superman fans, diehards, hated this movie. They said the heart was gone. Non-Superman fans, Batman fans, love this movie. So I don't know if that's good or a bad thing. But it did get a lot of attention. It smashed it in the theater. It did very well. I felt a little empty when I left the theater. I love the action sequences. And a fucking action boner. It scratched the fucking itch. When it comes to superhero films, it scratched the itch, the action itch. And I was happy with that. I liked Henry Cavill. I liked the actors. I liked everyone. Everyone did great. But something felt like it was missing. And then it really took me many years later to rewatch it on Blu-ray. I was like, I'm going to give this movie another shot. And I actually ended up liking it more watching it a second time. I appreciated it a lot more. So the reason why I got it on 4K is it was on sale. It was really cheap. And it's kind of sad that as of right now, this is considered one of the best DC Universe movies. There's people out there that bash BVS and Suicide Squad and all the others, except for Wonder Woman and Aquaman and Shazam. But they bash the others, and they basically say, well, Man of Steel, we still love Man of Steel. Man of Steel's still good. You know, everyone's opinion is different, but I do appreciate a different, and this almost feels like an Elseworlds take on the Superman character. If you look at it that way, you'll like the film a lot more. But yeah, if you want to see Superman as a badass, this is definitely the film. But I did enjoy it, a lot more watching it again. So, all right. Speaking of some more superhero stuff, Ultraman. We have Ultraman Orb: The Origin Saga right here, released by Mill Creek Entertainment, who is on fire releasing these series and movies. That's right. Comes with a bonus Ultra Fight Orb movie or short or something like that. But a lot of special features. And we also have recently the Ultraman X series and the movie is in this as well. So, love superhero versus kaiju action. We're suckers for that kind of stuff. We love it. And looking forward to checking these out. Your turn. Oh, speaking of kaiju.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Blind Buy. Blind Buy Adventure.
So you got this because of the you saw like the cover of this, right? And you saw the cover of the wrestler. Is that accurate? Okay. So this is on a streaming service, and then you just bought the Blu-ray because it was like, or did you buy the Blu-ray?
No, I just saw the Blu-ray on Blu-ray.com, and I was like, okay, this is hilarious looking.
Okay.
Blind Buy was cheap.
Okay. So we watched the Blu-ray. We didn't watch it on a streaming service.
Yeah, it was like $4.
Okay. And then somebody else showed up and is like, motherfucker, what the fuck is this? So this is one of the most ridiculous motherfucking films I've ever seen. Takashi Miike could have directed it. I would have believed you. Fuck it. It's called Kaiju Mono.
Yes.
And it's fucking ridiculous. And yes, that's Kota Ibushi,
Yeah.
the
New
Japan wrestler.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can see him, but I don't know if you can see that dude on the side there. I don't know if you can see that. Who's drop kicking the kaiju there. But that's Minoru Suzuki.
Yes.
In case you can't see it. Who's one of our favorite
Yes.
New Japan wrestlers.
Yes.
This movie is fucking bonkers, batshit insane.
And it's hilarious.
And we had a blast watching it. It's idiotic, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous, but it's not supposed to be anything other than
Yeah.
idiotic and
Ridiculous,
ridiculous.
yeah.
So
Kaiju monsters taking over the world, destroying the city. So the scientist injects this nerdy, skinny guy, and he turns him into a giant Kota Ibushi who does wrestling maneuvers on the monsters. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Now, here's another movie I got for cheap that I heard is legit. I heard it's legit. It's smaller budgeted film, but I heard legit action. Like the action sequences are actually well done. And we have Gridlocked. That's right. With our boy, look who's in this. We got Danny Glover, we got Stephen Lang, Trish Stratus.
What the fuck?
I know, right? And Dominique Purcell, which we recently talked about in our Blade Trilogy Verbal Nectar podcast. Make sure you guys check that out. But yeah, I heard this is actually legit action, like it's good shit.
Yeah.
So I'm all down for that. Next is, I'm not sure if this is featured on the last Pickups video or not. I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
If it is, I'm sorry. But very, very awesome, unexpected mainstream horror release, Ready or Not, starring my girl Samara Weaving. There's hilarious moments. There's some funny, violent moments, but a good time, Ready or Not. And we don't see a lot of horror movies like that released in mainstream theaters. So this one here, I'm happy I have, but I'm pissed off at the same time. And this is why. So we have Lucio Fulci's House by the Cemetery with this really cool lenticular cover here. And I heard nothing but great things about this release. Really good horror film. The ending's a little like, okay, what happened? It's one of those. But it's still a good horror flick. Itai horror flick. But definitely one of Fulci's best. But the reason why I'm pissed off is I just bought this not too long ago. And now it's on 4K. And the 4K picture is amazing. I'm like, really? Like, really? Really? But I don't think the 4K release, I might be wrong, but has the soundtrack. So disc 3 has the soundtrack on the back. But tons of special features, as you can see, released by Blue Underground. good gore effects. All, you know, it's Fulci, so you know you're gonna get some good gore effects. So yeah, House by the Cemetery.
Oh dear. So, unfortunately, this is going to be a blue balls experience. The complete series, but by complete series, it's going to be an incomplete experience of Swamp Thing, the series that has one season and that's all you get, fuckers. Unfortunately, I heard the show was pretty good, but nobody gave a shit. So this is going to be a frustrating experience. We haven't watched it yet. So that sucks. I heard it was good.
It looks fucking dope, man.
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
And we are fans of the old,
Yeah.
Adrian Barbeau.
Yeah. And
The first one, and this damn hilarious straight comedy. It was straight comedy sequel. Swamp Thing, the sequel, the second one was fucking hilarious.
yeah. So that's gonna suck. Thanks, babe.
Well, I thought we show support.
Yeah.
And, you know, get something cool out of it. All right, next up, in the horror genre, one of our favorites, we have a movie I've been wanting to show you. And I've not gotten around to it. This is a very smaller scale, underrated vampire flick, and I appreciate this movie a lot more, not just because it is a good film, not because it's actually a good, great vampire take on the genre film, but this was around the time of the fucking Twilight bullshit was around. But it stars our boy, that I keep forgetting his name, our boy from The Host and other films, Parasite.
Yes.
But this is the movie called Thirst, released on Blu-ray. I highly recommend you guys check this out. Now, there's a lot of fucking, but it's a vampire flick. You're gonna get fucking in there, right? You know, I noticed there's not a lot of fucking in werewolf movies. Howling 2, maybe?
You'd think that werewolves would be doing a lot of fucking.
Yeah. You notice that? More fucking in the vampire flicks, but not really the werewolves. I don't know, maybe it's kind of awkward. But very different take on the vampire genre, but highly recommend this. If you're a fan of vampire films, this has to go in your collection. It's very well done. Good shit. Make sure you guys check out Thirst. All right. Now, a movie we reviewed in the past and had our issues with it, but we did talk about what we did enjoy about it. Our boy Stephen Lang's coming up a lot in this pickups video. We have Don't Breathe. I got this for butt cheap as fuck.
Evil turkey baster.
Evil turkey baster, yes. Don't Breathe, Stephen Lang, one of his best roles. Highly recommend you guys check it out, at least for him. And it's got our girl from the Evil Dead remake in this as well. It's goofy, it's bonkers, especially the third act of the film. But I thought it was definitely worth buying for $3 or $4. So Don't Breathe. I don't know how they're gonna do a sequel. I heard there's a sequel. Like what? We'll see if that still comes to fruition. Classic slasher. If you guys are slasher films of the genre, we have Maniac in 4K. Brought to us by Blue Underground. That's right. And I enjoyed this. Now, a lot of people, this is one of those movies where when it came out, people, you know, turned their nose away from it. And it's just kind of like, this is nothing but trash cinema.
Smut.
Yes, smut. Oh, we are above this kind of bullshit. Well, it's part of the slasher fucking horror genre, okay? If you're not a fan of that, then don't fucking watch it. Because that's what it is. So if you guys are a fan of slashers, Tom Savini knocked it out of the park. One of the best head explosions since Scanners. That's right. It may be debatable. I know people say Scanners has the best head explosion in movie cinema history, but Maniac might have that beat. We'll see. But good shit. I actually enjoyed the remake with Elijah Wood. I thought that was very well done. I like the original better. But Maniac, 4K.
The 4K edition of Color Out of Space with Nicolas Cage, which is the return of director Richard Stanley.
Hardware.
which is this movie is a feast for the eyes, if you will.
This blew us. This was really the first time, really, where a 4K flick, like, we were like, whoa, our eyeballs are burning out of our sockets watching this on TV. And very return to form. Very well done.
Yeah, it's a nice little. It's a nice little.
I liked it.
Yeah, it's one of those films you just kind of have to watch. It's hard to it's hard to explain.
Yeah, it's hard to explain.
Just go watch it.
A meteor, if it's a meteor, falls by a family's house, and they investigate, and things happen. That's all we're gonna say.
Things happen.
Things happen. But rewind a little bit. We have Richard Stanley's Hardware. Came out in the 80s. Is it the 80s or is it the 90s? I fucked it up. It's 1990.
You're close. You're not too far off. You're close.
I did enjoy. Definitely parts of this film is very, very, very good shit. And stuff that will stay with you after you watch it. So, you do have Hardware. All right. Next up, 88 Films, Never Letting Me Down. One of my favorite Shaw Brothers Venom crew films. We have Masked Avengers. Badassity abounds. Got a few special features on the back here. Masked Avengers. Good shit. It's funny because it's called Masked Avengers, but really the Masked Avengers are the villains of the movie. It's like, I don't know, maybe they should have called it something else. So, like, you think Masked Avengers, but they're like bad guys. So, but I did not show her the movie. I showed her the end fight scene. And do you remember what you told me watching the end fight scene to this movie? When the fight scene gets fucking insane? Do you remember what you said?
I'm kind of wasted right now. What did I say?
You're kind of wasted right now.
What did I say?
Let me continue being wasted with you because you said something similar to where, all right, I'm about to have an anxiety attack or something like. You said something like that. Like you said, you're like, oh my god, I think I'm losing my mind. Like, so you were like, you lost it because you got like, because it was getting fucking insane. When the fight got insane, like this fight choreography, like how the fuck did they do this shit? You said something similar, like, holy fuck, I'm getting nervous or something like that. You said something like that. That's all good. The end fight scene is for Masked Avengers. Good shit, no special effects, no fucking CGI, son. Alright? It's called badass martial artists with insane fight choreography, technical genius. Okay? Doing shit. Alright? This is your fucking reward. That's the best martial arts films. When the best fight scene is at the end, that's your reward. That's your reward. So, but you said something like that. You were like, oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Alright. Don't know nothing about it. Blind Buy. George Lopez is in this. Don't know nothing about it. But I heard.
At the end of the tunnel.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Reno 911 reference. But I saw the trailer and I was like, you know what? This kind of looks like a fucking badass vigilante film. It's a cop that goes vigilante. He's like, fuck it. Puts on the mask and shit. But we have El Chicano. That's right. El Chicano vigilante film. It didn't look that fucking bad, man. The trailer looked kind of fucking badass. So maybe we could do a versus one day. A versus review or something like that. Put this up against another superhero type film or vigilante movie. But yeah, El Chicano.
Okay. All right. So we've already got this on Blu-ray. But you were getting sales on 4Ks.
Yeah.
You're getting like dirt cheap sales. And we've already talked about our TV crapped out on us last year. So we were like, well, fuck it, we'll get a 4K TV because, you know, why not? Because our TV crapped out on us. And so we got a 4K TV and we got a 4K Blu-ray or 4K player. So he got a 4K upgrade for the movie Pacific Rim. And on a whim, I popped this movie in our 4K player.
Yes.
I don't think my jaw ever fully closed back up. Now keep in mind, this movie came out in 2013. Okay, now I don't know if it was because it's Del Toro, and because of the effects that they used and how much they wanted to, you know, make their film look the best it possibly could. Now, I've seen a lot of 4K films that have recently come out, and they've looked pretty good. Okay. 2013.
Yeah.
This movie. Okay. Holy fucking shitballs. Was this movie jaw-dropping and just like astounding from start to finish. All of the special effects in this movie are phenomenal in 4K. Like, I don't know what happened.
It looks like a movie that came out this year.
You would never know.
I'm not kidding.
You would never know that this was 2013.
Yeah.
You would never know that.
7 years ago.
As of right now, we're filming this in June of 2020.
Yeah.
You would never know that this was a 2013 film. Phenomenal in 4K.
Insane.
This movie just looks fantastic. And I'm sorry, this movie is still so much fun. And the score is just... The score is so great, and
fuck the sequel. Even though it has its good moments, but yeah.
Does it? Does it really?
Some of the action is alright, but yeah, everything else is garbage. But yeah, even them just walking around, forget the kaiju fighting the fucking dudes in the big suits. Just people walking around the base. Special effects is amazing. So yeah.
Yeah.
Pacific Rim is dope.
Yeah. So this is another
classic.
That 4K that you got for the on the cheap.
Or on sale, yeah.
And this is going to be the antithesis to Pacific Rim in that this is just your bare bones
storytelling,
gritty,
telling a story.
No special effects.
No.
Just some old crusty motherfuckers.
That's it. Crusty.
In the Wild West.
That's it.
At the end of their.
That's it.
At the end of their.
Telling a story.
Yeah. Just the end of their shit. In Unforgiven, Clint Eastwood. And
Morgan Freeman. Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman.
Hackman killed it.
You know.
Even our boy, the British guy.
Richard Harris.
Richard Harris.
And
killed it.
You know, it's just one of those movies you just gotta see it. And you gotta it's not nothing. There's nothing to it. Hey.
Oh.
Someone's awake. Someone's awake.
The kittens are meowing.
Someone's
They're probably
awake.
hungry.
Anyway.
We're almost done.
Oi! Hush up over there. I hear ya. I hear you over there. Anyway. Nothing to it.
No.
Nothing fancy.
No.
Nothing pretty.
No.
Nothing.
No action.
Nothing
Maybe a
like
little
that.
bit at the end. That's it. But it's one of those movies where it just, you know, obviously there's better, more exciting, action-packed Clint Eastwood westerns out there. Yeah, Outlaw Josie Wales, you know, one of my favorites. But there's something about Unforgiven. The score, the storytelling, the character development, and how you have that suspense where, just that one scene you were talking about, where Gene Hackman's in the, he's got Richard Harris arrested, and he's fucking with him. Like you want to draw right now, motherfucker? You around here talking about you, but this great gunfighter. Let's do this right now. You know, he calls his bluff. Like, just the performances, you know, and that's the highlight of the Western at its highest form. It's just storytelling. Now, I can see people disappointed with that movie that are expecting like Tombstone type of action. And Tombstone is one of our favorite Westerns of all time.
Tombstone is an anomaly.
Of all time.
Tombstone is an anomaly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when people think of Western, they think of Tombstone and they think of a lot of action.
Yeah.
Right? But a lot of, 70% of Westerns are just storytelling.
Even Tombstone, though, has a story to it.
Oh, yeah.
I know Tombstone you associate with action, but Tombstone's a long movie.
Yeah, it might be our favorite Western.
I know Tombstone, you think of action and all that, but Tombstone, it's a long film with a story to it.
But for casuals that are not fans of the Western,
I get that.
They may watch Unforgiven and be like, this is boring,
I
this
get
is
that.
disappointing.
I get that.
But if you're a fan of storytelling and cinematic storytelling, Unforgiven is definitely one of the best. All right. Next up. All right. We have from Eureka a movie I've heard of, but I've not seen it. And I'm excited to watch it. And it is Qui-Gon. There you go. Qui-Gon You have this box set right here. Comes with the movie and a booklet with tons of photos and behind-the-scenes information, and tons of special features on the back as well. But, excuse me, I went forward. With Qui-Gon, came out in the 60s, and it is a award-winning Japanese horror anthology film. And the good thing about this movie is not only is it remastered, but it is in terms of picture, but you have the original Japanese director's cut on here. And I heard nothing but good things about this film. Like, it won awards, people love it, and I'm all about ghost stories, supernatural, and horror movie anthologies. I'm a big fan of, so I am definitely ready to check out Qui-Gon. So
183 minutes.
183 minute Japanese director's cut. Yeah, I'm ready.
Wow.
Masaki Kobayashi? That's the director, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm ready. And I heard the cinematography is gorgeous, and the Blu-ray highlights it. So if I'm ever going to watch the film for the first time, this is the way to go. So I'm sure you need an all-region player to watch this, but you do have Qui-Gon. Now, me and Daniel, the Sci-Fi Century, make sure you guys go over to his channel and subscribe if you're fans of kaiju genre, Gundam anime, action figures, collecting, and movies and all that. Make sure you go over there and subscribe. Tell him Fat Samurai Guy sent you. But we recently did a Verbal Nectar podcast where we talked about all three Blade films and much more, the MCU and the future and all and whatnot. So if you have not seen it, make sure you guys check it out. But I decided, I came across it. It was really cheap. I decided to give it a shot. And it is the uncut, unrated, never before seen footage, too graphic for TV, when this was released back in the day on Spike TV. Blade TV series, the whole complete collection. That's right, of the series on here. Starring Sticky Fingers, our favorite. But I heard the show actually gets better. It was not rescheduled for another, more seasons. This is it, one and done. But I wasn't impressed when I watched a few episodes back in the day. But now that I know that scenes were cut and I want to see the graphic versions, maybe see the more complete version, I might have a different opinion on it. So I got this for really cheap, and I'm willing to check it out. As well as the Blade Japanese animated series. I saw scenes from this. It looks fucking badass and dope. So got this for cheap as well. So I'm going to do a future video on it. I'm not sure. We'll see. Dude, I'm done already. There's nothing else in here.
Dear. Oh boy. Okay. So we
fucking amazing.
So we owned the first one from Arrow, which we watched, and we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it a great deal, and we were like, well, shit, we want to watch the second one now. We found it on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
Which we were disappointed by because not only was it full screen, but it had atrocious sound.
Yeah.
The sound was just god awful. But the movie was fucking fun.
Yes.
We had a blast with Maniac Cop 2. So the first one was a lot of fun, but oh my god, this movie
cranked it up to 11.
And I got my Robert Davi bonus. I love me some Robert Davi, like I said. And so this was this sweet spot of this William Lustig directed, which we love some William Lustig. This was this sweet spot of 1990.
Yes.
Where you're going to get a rap. And not only are you going to get a rap, but you're going to get a rap specific to the movie that you're watching.
Yes.
Reference TURTLE Power. You're gonna get a Maniac Cop rap. I'm not shitting you.
Yes.
You're gonna get a Maniac Cop
Like
rap.
Shocker. Wes Craven's Shocker had a rap about Shocker. I miss that about cinema. I really do.
Okay, so
I miss songs based on the movie.
so this movie
It's fucking great.
is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I can't say the same about the third one, but the third movie had some problems.
Yeah.
Nanid, you punk. You sneaky punk. I know what you did. I saw what you did. And you just had to go and do it. I know what you did. I saw it. You sneaky little, I saw it. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, Nina.
Thank you, Nina.
I'll get to it. I promise.
We'll get to Victoria.
I'll get to it. It's one of those single take movies.
So it's all one take, the whole movie.
It's one of those where they filmed it to be a
It's
single
like a
take.
thriller, right?
I believe so, yeah.
All
And
right,
this one's-
Victoria?
Yeah, Victoria.
All right.
So I'll
Thanks,
get to
Nina.
it. Thank you, Nina.
Stop buying us Blu-rays.
Stop it! God, stop it! Neil Blomkamp, where the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Neil! Neil! I would have loved to have seen your Alien film, buddy. Anyway, I love District 9. I love District 9.
Yes.
I really enjoyed Elysium.
Elysium is underrated.
I really enjoyed Elysium.
Kruger, man. Fucking Kruger is fucking great.
Haven't seen this yet.
We have not.
So,
Mixed reviews.
Yeah.
There's people that love Chappie.
Yeah.
They love it. And then there's people who are like, what the fuck?
yeah, so,
So,
you know, I'm interested.
curious.
So, we'll get to it. Oh!
Yeah. I'm
Alright, so
I'm stunned.
5 months ago, we made our Maniac Cop, and we made all these fucking videos. We made a video about Roughnecks and
Yes.
Starship Trooper sequels and how shitty they were.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we threw this video in there just as a frame of reference because we were saying how all of the Starship Trooper sequels sucked
Yeah.
and how much it sucked that Roughnecks never got a finale, but they kept making all these dumb Starship Trooper sequels, including
Yeah.
the animated series.
Right. Which we were okay with. But we have not seen this one.
We heard that this movie was garbage.
Nothing, the worst reviews. Like, terrible.
Okay? So we
So we
avoided
s-
this movie
yeah, we
because
stayed away.
we saw the first animated film and we were like, well, it's okay.
It had its
but
moments.
There was like nothing to write home about.
It's alright.
And so we heard about this movie and we were like, we're not in any rush. Well, Tubi, who gave us such great films like Vikings vs. Krampus and my favorite film of the year,
Of the year. The Forbidden Zone.
oh my god. Anyway,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
movie has that Tubi service has a lot of bizarre films out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But we got to see this film for free, and so we're watching it, and we're like, well, okay,
Expecting shit.
yeah,
We were expecting bad.
and we're like, okay, so some of the characters are a little generic. Okay, fair enough, but whatever. But I'm not seeing anything that's like awful.
Yeah.
By the time the movie is over, we're looking at each other like, what the fuck? This movie is not that fucking bad.
No.
This
no.
movie is actually probably the best sequel
Yeah.
to the original Starship Troopers.
The best sequel.
The Paul Verhoeven film
Yeah.
that we have seen in terms of not counting Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles. I'm not counting that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I love that
That's
series.
its own thing.
I'm talking about Starship Troopers 3. I mean, Starship Troopers 2. Starship Troopers 3 Marauder. I'm talking about the Starship Troopers animated film before this. Invasion.
Yeah.
Trainer of Mars is actually not that fucking bad.
No.
This is actually entertaining.
And what makes it fun, even more fun, is you get bonuses. You get Casper Van Dien coming back to voice Rico character.
Yeah.
And you have Diz.
Yeah.
Uh,
Dina Meyer.
yeah, coming back to voice her character.
And yeah.
And it makes sense when you watch the story. It makes sense why she's even in there.
Yeah.
But we weren't expecting the Diz character to like fucking
Come back from the dead?
come back from the dead and like be in an action scenes.
Duh.
So I don't know why people really complained about her in the movie. When when you watch it, it makes sense why she's there.
Yeah.
But the action's fun. The animation's solid. It's not great, but
No.
the animation's solid.
Yeah.
But in terms of sequels, that's kind of the best thing. The only thing we really were like, oh no. The only thing we hated was they would throw in live action full motion video like live action actors talking about the news and shit, which was horrible.
It completely pulled you out of the film.
Yeah, that was terrible. That we admit that was bad.
Yeah.
But other than that, the CGI part of the film,
That was
even
fine.
even the villain was basically a version. What you call the actress?
Emma Watson.
The villain in this movie is Emma Watson. In a way, is she looks just like fucking Emma Watson.
It's evil Emma Watson.
Snug and smug. I'm drunk. Smug version of Emma Watson, but
Which is Emma Watson.
which is pretty, which is pretty hilarious. But dude, in terms, despite the live action footage thrown in, this is a solid, very solid movie.
Yeah,
and
it's fine.
we were looking at each other like, why does everyone hate
We're
this?
literally sitting there.
Everyone
like,
hates this.
30 minutes in.
Everyone.
30 minutes in, aside from the live action shit. 30 minutes in, I'm like looking back at you. And I'm like sitting there going, I'm waiting for the bomb to drop. I'm waiting for the bottom to like get pulled out from my feet. And like, okay, I'm waiting for the shit to hit the fan. When is this movie going to turn to shit? And it never really did, aside from the live action scenes.
Yeah.
I was literally like, okay, 45 minutes in, when is it going to hit? An hour and 10. Okay, anytime now this movie can turn to dog shit.
Yeah.
It never did. And I'm like,
No.
I never saw the point where the movie was like
No.
so grossly offensive compared to the other sequels that I had seen.
Yeah.
Like, seriously,
Even-
I've
what's it
seen all
called?
the sequels. I've seen the live action movie sequels,
Yeah.
and they were all dog shit.
They're all terrible.
Even the third film, I've seen the third film.
It wasn't good.
I didn't like it. I'm sorry, I didn't like it.
But Doogie Howser, what's his name?
Carl. Jenkins.
Carl, the actor though.
Well, the actual actor?
Mm-hmm. Doogie Howser, Dr. Horrible, played a character called Carl in Starship Troopers, the live-action film, and even his character, it kind of makes sense where his character ends up
Yeah.
in this movie. So we highly recommend you guys check this out if you're a fan of the first Starship Troopers fan. But we were looking at each other like, what the fuck? This movie's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So shout out to the Fluffy Gamer and OGP Goodwill Hunters. Make sure you guys subscribe. Watch their drunk reviews. They're hilarious. Make sure you subscribe to the Fluffy Gamer. But the old Fluffy looks out for us because he knows, we like cheesy B flicks. So we have two here. We already did a video on it. We highly recommend you guys check out our Verbal Nectar podcast where we talk about Scorpion. That's right. The awesome 80s. That's right. Is the highlight on this cover, but not in the film. But we watch our Verbal Nectar podcast because we discover something completely mind-blowing with our generic Bob the Baker character lead right here. Watch our Verbal Nectar podcast if you want to know what is so special about this actor. But we have Scorpion, cheesy movie, cheesy cop film, and we have not done a video on it yet. We will, but we have the Warrior and the Sorceress, and I love how accurately the cover displays David Carradine. Like, this is amazing how accurate
And you look at it in the
David
back.
Carradine's body type
You look at him in the background.
is shown on here. And if you look lower, you have a female with 4 boobs. So yeah, Fluffy knows what we like. So yeah, we got to do a video talking about the Warrior and the Sorceress. I am down, baby. So keep them coming, Fluffy. We'll take them, man. Keep them coming. Thank you again.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so I briefly touched on the subject of my sense of humor and my various stages of sense of humor and where it was and was not at various stages of my life. In the 90s, when I was a teenager, I had no sense of humor.
Right.
And as I got older, it slowly started to surface. And in the early 2000s, it was getting there, but not quite. And I think that where I am now, I'm there. Good.
You're good.
I don't know if it'll ever get, it might get a little better, but I think where I'm at,
B-movie sense of humor.
I'm at a good place right now.
Right.
I could evolve. There's always room for evolution, I think.
Yes.
There's always room for self-improvement.
Troll 2, Manos, the Hands of Fate.
There's always room to improve, I think, oneself. Why not? But when these movies first came out, especially the first movie, when
You had
it
no
came out,
interest. You
when
had
the
no
first
interest.
movie came out, let's see if I can get a date on this.
I actually did not see these in theater.
Let me see if I can get a date on
I
this.
saw them on video, but I don't remember them. But
2000.
I remember laughing.
Okay, in 2000, I'm not going to give you my age yet. I was still a teenager, though. I can tell you that much. I was still just about a teenager
You're hot.
in the year 2000.
You're hot. You know you're hot. You know that?
I know you know. And that was
Okay.
anyway. In the year 2000, I was just still a teenager, and so my sense of humor was not fully cooked yet. And so when this first movie came out, I was not ready for it yet. So when the trailer came out, I said, fuck that piece of shit.
Right.
So I was not ready for it.
But you didn't know
I wasn't ready for
that
it.
the movie was like silly and didn't take itself seriously.
And so
right?
I wasn't ready for it yet.
Right.
So I admit that. I wasn't
All
ready
right.
for it yet. So when the sequel came out, I wouldn't have paid it any mind.
Right.
But now that I'm older and wiser and I can accept more schlock,
So what happened?
I'm a schlock
Lee.
queen now. So Mr. Lee B. Golden the other day
Libby Golden, Film Combat Syndicate.
sends me a brief snippet of the sequel. And it was glorious.
It was glorious when you shared it with me.
And my word back to him was, that was fantastic stupid. And it was from the sequel, but so I said to you, my dear beloved husband, we must own these films now.
Yes, got them for cheap.
And now I insist upon watching these movies as soon as possible.
Yes.
The 2000, and I don't know how much longer this came out. I would imagine 2 years maybe later.
Yeah, most likely.
2003.
Okay.
So 2000, Charlie's Angels.
Yes.
And 2003, Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle, directed by McG.
Yes, Mick G.
He sent me the footage, he sent me the clip from this film, and I was like,
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
where have I been?
Yes.
Where was I? Oh yeah, my sense of humor wasn't cooked yet. I wasn't fully cooked yet.
Yeah.
And I mean, I fully admit I wasn't ready for it yet.
Right.
And I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy these because I think I know what these movies are about.
Yeah, they know. Most importantly, they know what movies these are.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah.
What kind of movie they're trying to make here.
Yeah.
Over the top, goofy, hilarious, not meant to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Now, one of the reasons why you wanted to see this was not just to see them, but one of the reasons was eventually at some point, whether it be Verbal Nectar Podcast or another type of video, she wants to watch these two and then segue right into the newest film with, what's her name? Chick from Twilight.
Yeah.
The fuck her name is?
Yeah. I can't remember.
Y'all know
jack
what the fuck I'm
shit
talking
right
about.
now. My name.
Kirsten Stewart.
There you go, Kristen
Right,
Stewart.
Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart.
We're gonna watch these two
Yeah.
at some point, and then watch the Kristen Stewart version
Yeah.
to compare.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a video on it, whether it be a podcast or whatnot. But
Yeah.
I'll because it's been so long since I watched it. I remember Crispin Glover's character was fucking creepy and over the top, and I loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be fun to rewatch these.
Yep.
They know what they are. And now it's time for Steelbooks! Alright, we don't have too many Steelbooks to show, but we'll show what we got. We have here from Mill Creek Entertainment, always just kicking ass with this series. Again, with the Steelbooks too. The old school series with Ultraman, the return of Ultraman. Yes, this whole season is complete. That's right, gotta watch some old school there. And then after that, we have Ultraman Ace. Yes. Again, Mill Creek knocking it out of the park.
This, I think I've gone on record before by saying this is, my favorite Disney animated film. Probably the only one that's really stuck with me from childhood and beyond. And the only fairy tale from childhood that stuck with me from childhood and beyond that I actually like a lot of incarnations of.
Now, this is your favorite Disney film of all time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And my favorite fairy tale, like the only fairy tale that I love watching different incarnations of. Like I have multiple versions of the story.
We've spoken about before.
Oh yeah. And I really enjoy this version. The Steelbook is beautiful. It's got this wonderful back and front to it. It's the Steelbook of Beauty and the Beast, which it has this really nice...
yeah, I didn't know that.
It has this really nice...
indented?
Yeah, where you can... It's like this... You can feel the artwork that the rose is on. And it's got this really nice artwork in the back.
And it's 4K.
And it's 4K.
Yeah.
And it's got some... I'm not going to take all the innards out, but it's a really nice steelbook, as you can see there.
I bought it for you, dear.
Thank you, dear.
All right, now, believe it or not, we've seen 5 billion horror films, but we have not seen this, and then we have the steelbook release from Scream Factory. Same thing. The Slumber Party Massacre steelbook collection we have right here. Got more artwork on the back, and that's why we buy these steelbooks, because of the wonderful artwork, especially when you open up the case. We have not seen this, but I'm expecting fun B-movie slasherdom, if that's a word. But yeah, gotta check that out. I'm looking forward to the new movie. The trailer looks solid, but we have the classic old school release of Candyman and Arrow. I gave Sexy Sumo my Shop Factory one because once I saw the steelbook, I was like, I have to have it. Plus it's Arrow, and you get this little booklet and information on the inside, plus extra artwork. But you have this amazing steelbook artwork for Candyman, the classic urban horror film. Character right there, played by one of our favorites, Tony Todd, kicking ass. And I love this. Look at this artwork on the back. Look at that. That's just mysterious and creepy. That's how I like it. Yeah, had to get it.
This was a film that we've talked about this. We talked about this in our quarantine extravaganza a while back. I had seen this film back in the 90s. And
I liked it.
I had forgotten that I had seen it.
It was good.
Somebody that watches our channel in the comment section reminded me about the film, and I was like, thank you so much, I've forgotten. And I went out and bought it. I could have bought the regular edition for a bit cheaper, but then somebody has turned me on to steelbooks. You big jerk.
Blah, blah, blah.
And I found this on eBay because it's out of print, and so now it's a collector's item. And so luckily I found it for a somewhat reasonable price. Yes, it's Eureka. And this was a different region, so you have to have an all region if you ever find this. But it's really, really beautiful steelbook. I love this old-fashioned. It looks kind of like an older poster type of kind of artwork for the film Lifeboat from Alfred Hitchcock. If you can see that.
No CGI, no special effects.
No.
Characters on a boat. The movie.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
And it's very well done. Very good.
I'm glad you
enjoyed it.
I'm glad you were
Yeah, that ending, I was like, holy shit. But next up, we have a film that I did review, and I enjoyed it. When I did see it, though, I saw it when the hype was low. When there was no hype. So when I went in, I didn't know what to expect. We did a trailer reaction for it, and I still didn't know what to expect. And it was one of the most interesting... I mean, the movie's not perfect. It has its flaws. If you pick it out and think a lot, you'll be like, well, that doesn't make sense. Well, you can do that with this movie. But overall, the experience in the theater was something I didn't expect I was going to get type of experience. And it shut the audience up. The audience shut the fuck up. Okay? They weren't like... Welcome in, get out of the doorway there, or I'm gonna fart, or I'm gonna snore really loud, or I'm gonna be obnoxious and just talk during the movie, even though other people have paid their hard-earned money to sit here and see this film. It shut the fucking audience up. And I've never seen a movie like that. The audience was quiet. the audience was on the edge of their seat and they were just waiting. I didn't even hear people eat their fucking popcorn. And for a mainstream movie, or a mainstream release for this type of film, at the time was kind of rare. And it was, it was very interesting that the studio took a big budget chance on a property like this. Now, the movie's not perfect, right? But I did enjoy, without the hype, I saw it without the hype, I did enjoy A Quiet Place. And this is the Mondo release of the Steelbook. Now, the reason why I got this wasn't because of the 4K remaster, but it was because a lot of the Quiet Place Blu-ray releases and DVD releases are very generic looking. It's just Emily Blunt like, and something might be coming up the stairway. We don't really know. It's very generic and not really, worth I gotta have this movie right now. But with, how we are with Steelbooks, we buy it because of the art. And, if it's a 4K upgrade, why not, right? So what I really liked about this is that basically you don't know what this is. I like that. It does have generic alien monster on the cover. You know what I mean? What I really like about this is it shows the red bulbs that surround the family's house. And this is basically the alarm, without setting off any noise, letting the family know danger is coming. Danger is outside the door. And those aliens are coming for them. That only hear by sound. You know what I mean? So that's the whole, clutch of the film. Now, I know there's a sequel of the movie coming out. The trailer looked good. Trailer looked good for the sequel. Hopefully it's good. But with me going in, watching this with no expectations and not buying in with the hype before the hype hit, I did enjoy A Quiet Place. All right, now it's time for one of my favorite 80s classic action movies. We have the Arnold Schwarzenegger classic, The Running Man. That's right. One of my favorites. Cheesy, fun, violent, over the top. Just a blast to watch. And I had to get the Steelbook because it's fucking dope. So with the Steelbook, we have the cool, badass cover right there, right? And then on the back, we have the more amazing artwork right there. Look at that. I love that artwork. That's amazing. And on the inside, we get some swag. We get a Running Man pin. A Running Man pin.
Wow.
And we get several. Oh my God! Look at the artwork on the inside. Hold on, I gotta show the artwork. You get a whole bunch of lobby cards, which are fun. Hold on. Okay. Now look at this inside. We got Sub-Zero, and we got the not from Mortal Kombat, but we got the chainsaw guy right there. I don't know if you guys can see that on the inside, but that's amazing. Kind of had to buy it. Yeah. Running Man, represent. Good times. Classic 80s.
Oh, yes.
It's a pretty cool steelbook.
Yeah, very nice steelbook. This was kind of a last-minute entry for last year.
Yeah.
Just under the wire, I think. And we got to see it.
Good movie.
We got to see it last minute.
Another movie we saw without the hype.
We saw it. I didn't even know.
We didn't really know what to expect.
I didn't know it came out.
And we
honestly.
weren't expecting Saving Private Ryan. We weren't expecting non-stop action.
I didn't even see a trailer for it.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I didn't know anything about it. So by the time we sat down and started watching the film, I didn't even know that the gimmick was that it was a one-take film.
Right.
I didn't know it was a one-take film until
or filmed in a way.
I'm sitting there like 7-8 minutes in, and I'm like, oh, we're doing that. So I didn't even know it until we're like a couple minutes in. I'm like, oh, we're doing that. So Sam Mendes, 1917, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. Yes. I haven't seen the 4K yet. We just got it. It took us forever to watch it because Mr. Jamie Powell again had to hook us up.
I'm sure we're gonna be blown away
because we didn't get a steelbook here in
and
the
it's
States.
indented too.
Yeah.
the artwork here, and you have some more on the back there. Good shit.
Yep. Thank you, Jamie.
All right, Sexy Sumo, saying I don't watch comedies. All right, this is one of my favorite comedy movies of all time.
And I heard you haven't seen this.
Yeah, you haven't seen it, man. So I want to hear shit.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite comedic films of all time. This is one of those movies similar to Ghostbusters, to where it is epic comedy.
Yeah.
We have an epic comedic film experience where it's just bigger and just better and damn fucking hilarious at the same time. And, you know, you get all these little small comedies that get released here and there, right? But in terms of epic comedic releases, when was the last epic comedic release film that came out that was epic? And everyone was like, oh my God, it took over the world.
I know.
Yeah, can't remember, right? All right, now we're going back to the OG. We're going back to old school. One of my favorite comedy movies of all time, Sexy Sumo, which you still need to watch. We have the 4K release steelbook of Blues Brothers, motherfuckers. That's right. I love the steelbook artwork. Yes. Yes, love it. Right, got Jake and Elwood on the inside. You know what I'm saying? 4K and Blu-ray. Love the steelbook, love the collection, love this artwork. One of my favorite comedic films all the time. I used to watch this on TV all the time, man. And when it finally came out on DVD, I saw it, you know, uncut, unrated. Loved it. R-rated comedy films. That's where it's at. And it's just, still to this day, I don't think this movie's been surpassed with how many police car crashes. How many police car crash sequences. I don't think this has been topped. Because we all know what happened to fucking Blues Brothers 2000. Fuck that bullshit. But yeah, the original is where it's at. Memorable songs, fun, and you know, we're not fans of musicals.
No.
We're not fans of musicals, but we love this movie.
I could probably...
What does that tell you about this movie?
I might be able to count on one hand how many musicals I can stand.
Yeah.
And that's one.
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
It's rare that we'll like a musical. It's
Wizard
really
of Oz,
rare.
Singing in the Rain.
Yeah, Singing in the Rain, Wizard of Oz, Streets on Fire, but I mostly like the movie.
Miami Connection.
Miami Connection was not a musical.
No, there's music in it.
Dragon Sound. Yeah.
It's cheating. It's cheating.
Now, before you remind everyone what one of the greatest films ever made is,
Yes.
let me remind everyone what the worst movies are.
Okay.
To me, it's not one of the worst movies, you know, out there. I enjoy it. I was entertained. We loved it for what it was and what Stallone was trying to do. But everyone else in the world thinks this is the worst film ever made. So, I give you, before you go
Okay.
and end the video, I give you the 4K uncut steelbook release of Rambo 5, Rambo Last Blood, baby. And it's cool. I really love this slip cover, which you don't get a lot of slip covers over steelbooks. But we have the hard case slip cover here, and I'm going to show you how badass this is. If I can get up fucking... Can I do it? Can I do it without ruining anything? Alright. Check how fucking badass this is. Alright, here we go. Now, we did a review on this, okay? It looked low budget. We expected low budget. We got low budget, okay? I know a lot of people look at this movie as it felt like a Death Wish revenge film, and not really a Rambo film. I get that. I can kind of see that. But other than that, we still had a great fucking good time.
It was a third act.
The third act saved the movie. I mean, before that, we were fine with the movie. It had its cool points, had its positives and its negatives. But the third act, you got your money's worth. It was fucking violent. It was fucking badass. It was the reason why you paid for admission. It was the reason why you were there. Paid for that ticket, sat your butt down in the cheeks. Sat your butt down in the seats with the cheeks, and you had a fucking beer, and you watched John Rambo with short hair, looking old, fucking dudes up. That's why you were there. Not expecting a Best Picture performance. Not expecting the greatest story ever. Rambo 4 is our favorite, that we will admit. We love First Blood. I love all the Rambo movies in their own way. But Rambo 4 was just like amazing. It's better than this, we admit that. But what this movie gave us was fucking badassity. We wanted to see John kick ass one more time, and it gave us that, in my opinion. But look at this steelbook, man. Look at this. Look at that. And this is why we collect. This is why. In the future of digital movies and shit, and digital streaming, you're not gonna get cool shit like this anymore. You know, but you have fucking John Rambo being a badass. On the inside, the artwork is John Rambo with his iconic bow and arrow. But yeah, 4K, steelbook, badassity abounds. And when we watch this motherfucker again, we're gonna have beer, and we're gonna have pizza, and we're gonna have a good time. Now, to one of the greatest films ever made. And fight us if you disagree.
A lot of people nowadays probably can't watch or appreciate because...
No CGI, there's no big explosions.
Well, there's one big explosion.
You know what I mean.
There's one great big explosion at the end.
But not Transformers live action style.
In 1975, a movie came out in the summer that defined the term blockbuster.
Yes.
And it became iconic for, deservedly so, a great many reasons. And I think it's a definition of what a near perfect film looks like.
Oh yeah, 5 stars.
I have watched this film since childhood.
Me too.
I revisited it multiple times, like every couple of years or so. When there's like I watched it a lot more as a child, but every once in a while, like when there's a new edition will come out on like on DVD, it'll come out, a Blu-ray will come out, a new edition will come out. In this case, the 4K came out.
Yeah.
Which looks stunning. Stunning.
We're taken aback of how good the picture looks. This looks like a new fucking movie.
It's stunning.
This looks like a new movie.
How amazing this film looks on 4K. And you just, every time I watch this movie, I'm taken aback by just how nothing is wasted.
No.
And just how the characters unfold and how just there's a craftsmanship and just how the odds were against this film when you watch it and when you watch the behind the scenes, and if you know anything about the movie, you know what I'm talking about. The 1975 film Jaws.
That's right. Spielberg at his best.
Just about, like, or at least when you think of Spielberg, this was what really started him off on his path to being just like one of the best. And this is just like, I can't explain to you why. If you don't get it, I'm sorry.
That's unfortunate.
I'm sorry, and I mean it. I don't mean it.
To each his own.
I don't mean it as well, you just don't get it. No. If you don't like this movie, I'm really sorry. I really am, because this is like a great love for me. Like, I just watched this last week. I popped in the 4K, and it's just like, I sit in awe every time I watch this movie of just like when you watch the characters interact with each other, and you see it's the little things.
Quint.
The movie is full.
One of the best characters ever.
The movie is full of a dozen little things that that you just don't get in movies a lot nowadays, of where you're just sitting there and the scene compositions of where you're just like, you're getting introduced to Amity and the people of Amity and the setting of Amity and what it is to live in Amity and just the little things, and it's just an experience. Yes. And
you know, a movie, you know, stands the test of time when it's not about really the shark. You barely see the shark. Yeah. The shark not working behind the scenes, the mechanical shark not working, kind of benefited the film in a way. It made the movie more suspenseful because you did not see the shark. You saw the aftermath of what it was doing underwater until it was revealed more later in the third act. But you have just really great performances from Richard Dreyfuss, our boy Roy Scheider, and our boy Quint. What's his name? What's his name? I forgot his name. I'm sorry right now. We're drunk, but you know what I'm talking about. But you know, a movie stands the test. Robert Shaw. That's right. Which check him out in The Sting, which we recently talked about a while back. But Robert Shaw, also in what is it? From Russia with Love. He's fucking Diesel in that, being a villain, fighting Sean Connery on the train. Great scene. But with the movie, when you think of Jaws and you're not familiar with it, you think of the shark killing people and dun 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 dun. That's all you think about, right? But when you watch the movie, you have that one scene where you have Robert Shaw's character. It's at night, and you have Quint, Richard Dreyfuss, and Roy Schreider just kind of hanging out, waiting for Jaws to re-emerge and come forward because they're hunting him, or they're hunting the shark. And you have that scene where they're all just sitting around and they're just shooting the shit and there's dialogue, but it ends up the dialogue goes dark.
The Indianapolis.
The Indianapolis incident comes up, and this conversation starts out lighthearted and friendly and fun, and then it turns dark. And it's all of, well, why does that turn dark? Not just because it was a real incident, but it turns dark because of storytelling and how Spielberg filmed it and how the actors told it. It's all about, you don't need a shark anymore.
Yeah.
You don't need a special effects
it's the
anymore.
layers.
You're listening to the horror
Yeah.
that happened with really good storytelling.
And you're peeling
and that's really what Jaws is about.
Peeling into the layers of this one particular character of why he's the way he is, and why he's hunting the shark, and why he'll never put on a life jacket again. And lo and behold, by the end of the film, you notice he never puts on that life jacket, but he's the first one to grab 2 life jackets and give it to Hooper and give it to Brody.
Yes.
He gives the life jackets to them too, but he doesn't have a life jacket at the end. He meant it. He will never ever put on that life jacket again. Little shit like that. The movie is fucking beautiful. It's brilliant.
It's one of the greatest films of all time.
I can't recommend it enough. If you have any sense of patience within you, if you have any sense of being able to go back in time and being able to watch something that old, you know, please do yourself a favor. If you've never seen Jaws just because it's old, please suspend your inability.
You can skip the sequels. You don't have to watch the sequels. They're not
obviously
mandatory.
Obviously,
you don't have to.
Obviously,
but put it this way: not only was this the first blockbuster in cinema history, but this was the movie that when it was released, our boy, our favorite, Roger Corman, who's known to do, that guy can make 3 movies in one day, okay? Micro budget films. He's done, we're fans. He's done some cheesy stuff and some good stuff, especially with Vincent Price, which I feel is underrated. But he's mostly producer of, monster flicks and creature features and stuff like that. When this movie came out and was released, Roger Corman, I'm not making this up, Roger Corman said, "We're finished." He said, "We're finished." Because this was like taking the concept of a kind of a creature feature, but holy shit did it have everything else to make it stand the test of time. So we highly recommend Jaws. Perfect way to end the video. You guys made it. We made it.
We made it.
We made it. You made it. You okay?
I'm okay.
Wooga wooga?
I need food.
Pizza and ribs?
Yes.
Or chicken or whatever the fuck?
Ribs.
Yeah?
Pizza and ribs.
Kittens over here. You want to show the kittens before we go?
We'll see if we can get them awake.
Let's get them over here. Let's show them real quick before we...
They've been very well behaved this whole time.
Get
Are
over
you guys
here.
awake? I don't
Come
think
here.
they want to play. If they want to sleep, we'll let them
Come
sleep.
on. Oh, well, she's coming.
I might have the baguette's attention, but if she wants to sleep, I'll let her sleep.
She's awake. Oh, here she comes.
Come here, baguette.
Come on.
I call her the baguette because she looks like a miniature loaf of bread.
I think she looks like a baby Ewok.
This little baguette. Look at this little thing.
Savannah?
Savannah Banana Baguette. Hi.
She just woke up. Yeah. It's a baby Ewok. It's alive, baby, walk the circle of life.
It's okay. It's okay.
We will end the video here. We'd like to thank all you badasses for watching. Let us know in the comments below what you guys thought of the video and the films we picked up. And let us know what recent pickups you have picked up as well. And thanks for hanging out with us and chilling with us. We always love talking about movies with you guys. And say goodbye to Baguette, Savannah, one more time. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Oh, baby Ewok.
Oh, squeak.
Perfect.